Yeah, we back right here on another awaited long episode, long overdue episode of Claw Talk Podcast. I know y'all probably been like, where the fuck has he been? For those who just checked out the episode with my mom, appreciate y'all. That was actually recorded last year, and I've been holding on to that one, waiting for the right time to release it. So if y'all watching on YouTube, you probably noticed that the setup looks a little bit different right now. I have relocated. I'm in a new basement studio as always. I always find a spot where I can convert the basement to the podcast studio. But without further ado, man, I had to break this in right, man. I had to get the right perfect guest to start this off, to kick this off, man. Let me see if I could give him somewhat of a good, proper introduction.
Come on, man.
Is it necessary?
It's not necessary.
Okay. Been on the show a couple of times. Not a stranger to Claw Talk Podcast. It is none other than Jay Allen Hicks is on the show.
Always a pleasure.
Yes. Always a pleasure.
Grand,
yeah, man. For y'all who watching on YouTube, man, look, can y'all see the drip?
Come on, man.
Would this be, is this even classified as drip? This is something different than drip, yes?
I mean, I guess it depends on how you define drip. This is how I dress to work every day. So this isn't this is just you. This is who I am. This is who I am.
You wear your brand. Like, you're not. What I'm trying to say is, like, some people have to conform to their brand. You are your brand.
I am a brand.
You know, it's not like a costume you got to put on.
I'm not trying to be
go out and throw on the logos and shit. Like, no.
This is actually who I am.
Yes, and we're gonna talk about the Dapper Fella brand. We got a lot we're gonna get to. So, surprise for you, and I want to see if you remember this. Because we came down here, I'm gonna see if this jogs your memory. So last time we spoke, well, not on the pod, when you we was at my old spot.
Okay.
We was talking. We made a bet. You remember this bet?
I do remember a bet.
Because I'm always making bets with you.
You always making bets. And you're always losing.
Yes, and I always lose. I always lose. It's not a good feeling. I should stop, huh? Just by now I should realize I'm not going to beat you.
Nah, I'm sorry. You're not.
Also challenge you in the game of basketball, which we're going to talk about. We're going to bring that back up.
Listen, man. I'm here.
You said, I'll do this to you with flip-flops, bro. Just stop. Like, I'll roll out of bed. We can do this. Just let me know what time and place.
Just let me know when.
And I gave him all type of handicaps. He was like, okay, whatever you want. I was like, you can't drive to the basket. You got to shoot perimeter shots. He's like, you're not going to stop me from getting to my spot, so fine. That's perfect. Great. I can beat you that way, too.
I'll figure it out, man.
But anyway, so this particular bet, and to keep names out of it, because there were other parties, I made a bet that you was going to crack something open. And I said, ain't no way in hell you not gonna crack said individual open. Mm-hmm. Just jogging me, you know what I'm talking about? You remember this bet now?
I think I know.
I'm trying to see if I can get, because when you first moved here.
Okay.
Got the person?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, they're moving down. And I was like, well, you know who lived out here too. I'm like, oh, you going to? Oh yeah. He's like, bro, I'm not on that. That's old news. I was like, ain't no way. It ain't gonna happen. And we made the bet, and you did not crack.
I keep trying to tell you, I'm not who you remember being.
I call this man a sniper. Listen, let me give you a backstory. I met this man in college. Yes. First person I met in college,
Very first
by the
person.
way. That's how we met.
Yeah.
And everybody thought you were a professor.
Right.
It was the funniest shit because you was amongst us, but it was like he doesn't fit here. It's like he's much more mature than everybody. What he's talking about is like, we're like, huh? Like, do you teach here? It was almost like these, like, oh, how the fuck is he like this? Like you dress, the way you dress now is no different.
Not different. I mean, it's evolved.
It's evolved.
It's evolved a little bit.
But you always was
well presented. Yeah.
Well presented. Like you never sagged. The whole shit back in those times that was of those times. You was always a step evolved than us. And it was all people like, yo, you teach here, right? You're like, the people, I think what gave it away one time, you was walking into the dorms, like, yo, the professor going into the dorms. You're like, my room's on the second floor.
Right.
I'll just go into my room like you guys. I'll go to classes like y'all. Like, I don't teach here.
Right.
It was like, oh. But yeah, so just to give y'all a little backstory, like, you always been this guy, like you said, and now it's evolved. But so anyhow, I lose this bet. Now, do you remember what was at stake? Do you remember what we bet on?
It was another drink.
Yes.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Did you?
I have it here.
It's not a pint, is it?
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Oh my God.
I wanted to wait because you came down here. He's like, I was going to bring some drink. And I was like, I'm glad he didn't.
Okay.
So I wanted to present this.
Okay.
On the pod.
Okay.
Because I remembered, I was like, I owe him that because I never paid my dues.
Okay.
And the last time we made the bet, this is when you were in Detroit.
It was Gentleman's Jack.
And, yeah, and I brought the wrong shit.
Right.
And you was
Don't
like, fix it next time.
Right.
I have here for you, JL.
Let's get it.
The gentleman.
Let's get it.
Jack, let me show this to the camera.
Yeah. You did your big one.
Huh?
You did your big one. Okay.
That is for you, sir.
My man.
You won that fair and square.
My man.
I had to pay my dues, gentlemen. Jack
Yes, sir.
delivered right to you right here live on
Yes,
the pod.
sir, man.
You won fair and square. I lost. Paid my dues. That's nice.
We might have to crack this open.
Want to crack that open?
We might have to
Discuss?
crack it
All right. well, I'll get us some cups and, you do like ice as well?
Just a couple cubes.
Couple cubes. Not serious.
Yeah.
You gonna teach me how to drink? Don't just go this shit like water.
No, please don't.
Don't
Please
drink it like this.
No, please do not.
Okay. Is it
Please
good
do
I
not.
have this?
Please. Yes. Yes. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. You're going to need it.
Oh shit. Okay, man. Let's get into some topics, man.
Man, hold on. First, before we get into it, man.
Yes. While I pull up these notes here.
Let me do this first. First off,
yes. Talk to the people.
I want you to know, I want the people to know, man, just how proud I am of you.
Oh.
How far you have come in what has been like a very short amount of time. I know that you've been in Ohio for what, like 10 years now? 10, 12 years? Something like that.
Are we counting college or just here in Columbus?
Here in Columbus, like 10 years.
2016.
Yeah. So almost going on 10 years. So 8 years. Man, you doing your thing. And I want you to know I'm proud of you, man. Like
man.
you my friend. You're like a brother to me.
Yeah.
Like, so to see how you progressing, I would be remiss to not give you your flowers.
God damn.
Here right now, man. Like, 'cause
damn.
you're my guy. I tell people about you all the time. Like,
really?
Man, like my guy Brody is doing his thing. Like, that is my guy. Like,
thank you, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that feels good. I received that and I appreciate that. It's not often enough men we give each other that.
Yeah, we should. We need to be more intentional
Yeah.
about showing each other love.
Yeah.
And letting people know, hey, I see you. Like you out here, and people know that you out here, and I want you to know specifically that I see what you're doing. Wow. I'm proud of you. I love you, man. Keep going, man.
Likewise,
you have
man.
my
love you too, man.
10,000% support. Whatever I can do, whatever it is, let me know and I'll do it.
Oh man, that's love, man. I appreciate that. And you know what? And you always, for those who don't know Jay out on a personal tip, but if you have a personal relationship with him, he's like that with all the people he's close with. Like you don't do the picking and choosing thing. You like, if I rock with you.
If I rock with you, I rock with you.
I'll rock with you.
Yeah.
And you've always been that stand-up guy. So I can vouch for, like, when you rock with somebody, you like, if I have the resources,
if it's yours,
if I'm connected to a resource that I will point you in a direction. If I can't do it myself, I say, I know the person that can get that done for you. So let me give you that contact information. But if I could do it, you got me. Yeah. Just like today, like I texted you 2 days ago. I was like, yo, try to hop on the pod. You like, when and where? I was like, God damn.
Just let me know, man. I'm there. I got you.
Same.
You just let me know.
You don't do a lot of fluff. You just just tell me where, when, how I need to be dressed.
Yeah. And here we are.
If I can't make it, I'll let you know.
Right.
But I'll make that up.
Right.
Have you always been that way? Like that 10 toes down type of guy? Like, or is it depending on your relationship to the person? Is it by individual basis, or do you give everyone that part of you? Because you don't hold back. Like
I do think on some level that's something that you earn. Now, for me personally, my outlook on it is that I'm a big believer that things should be given freely, and the only time that should stop is when someone messes it up, when they show you that they are not worthy of the thing that's being given.
Gotcha.
So that's how I move.
Yes.
I like, obviously, I'm a dean of students at a middle school here. Yeah. And like, we've been dealing with this whole, where I have kids say, who have issues with teachers, and they say, well, respect is, what do they say? Respect is a two-way street, and it has to be, like if they want respect, then
if you want you got to respect.
Yeah. And my argument has always been, well, if everyone's waiting on respect, then who gets respected?
Because everyone's waiting.
Because everyone's waiting. Yeah. Like, so no.
Who's gonna unfold their arms?
Who's gonna unfold their arms? Who's gonna give it? Like, and that's why I'm really big on respect is given.
From jump. Respect
is given from jump, regardless of who you are. And then if someone gives you a reason to not respect them,
then you take it away.
That's my belief. Yeah. And that's what has always worked for me. I'm really big on paying things forward.
Yeah.
Because my fact is a lot of grace and a lot of mercy has been given to me, stuff that I did not deserve. Was given to me. So I would be remiss if I didn't do the same.
To pay that forward.
To pay it forward. Like,
you think you've been fortunate in a lot of ways of receiving?
I think in every way. I think I'm the product.
Things you didn't deserve?
I'm absolutely the product of grace.
Really?
Yeah.
If you look back at all your...
I'm absolutely the product of grace. Yeah. There's no shadow of doubt in my mind.
Wow.
So I will be doing myself and the people who was looking out for me when I didn't know I was even being looked out for.
Damn.
I would be doing myself and them a disservice if I didn't give it back. Because again, I believe that's how you receive. You receive by giving. So I give.
Yo, it's crazy you say, even on your birthdays, you have, well, in the past, you have had birthday parties where you celebrate the other people.
The people who are important in my life. Yeah.
It was, I remember damn, you had one at your house at Dayton.
When I was staying on Philadelphia, I think.
Was that the street?
I think I was staying on Philadelphia.
I don't remember the street. I just remember going down to Trotwood. That's where you're from, right? Trotwood. But what's that? I don't know. Was that at your parents' place? Because you cooked for everybody. And you told me, I was like... It
was in Dayton or was it in Xenia?
This was Dayton. Because your mom was
there. So it was either like Philadelphia.
Your sister was there. Your whole family was there.
It might have been Philadelphia.
That's sound about what it is. Yeah, and I remember... And I was confused because you was cooking and shit. I'm like, Jay, why are you doing all this shit? Like, people should be serving you like, bro. Like, what happened? He was like... When you were born, what do they say? I was like, I don't know where you're going with this. He was like, bro, think about it. When you're born, what do people say? I was like, you're a gift to the world? You're like, you're a gift. You're like, yeah. So my gift is to, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm the gift. So I should be.
I was like, oh, shit.
I should be just that, a gift.
Right. Because like everybody's like, yo, like, give me all the attention, the pageantry, give me all the gifts, the money. People put their cash apps up on the IG, the Facebook.
Which is cool. I don't knock it. Like,
you're like, no, I want to
give.
I want to give to y'all. We're going to have a little party with everybody come through. I'm going to be on the grill.
Right.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man.
God damn, JR.
Listen, man, life works in such a way where you can only take out what you've put in. My mindset is always like, what am I depositing?
You don't want to be a taker.
I want to have something in the bank to take out. If that makes sense.
I see.
I want to be so mindful of the fact that I'm giving and I'm constantly putting something into that bank that if I need something, it's there. Doesn't mean but my mindset isn't to get something. It's hey, if I do need it,
it's there.
I know I can get to it.
It's almost like investing in people.
Absolutely.
Not monetarily wise, but I'm investing in relationships.
Absolutely.
And they'll always come back.
Absolutely.
You can dig into that bank.
I could always go to that bank. Like I'm investing into our relationship, into our friendship. I'm constantly investing that way. In my low moments, I know I can always come to you.
Right. Because you put that investment.
Because I've been investing.
You didn't take it.
Yeah.
Wow. Just like how you got that gentleman's jack. That's my stupidity.
It was a little bit of both, man. I warned you, man.
I warned you.
I did warn you, man.
Was it hard not to crack? Because you wound up cracking. God damn it. But my timing was off with the bet.
It did. But
was you playing out the long game because let me just wait so this dumb ass loses bet, then I'll go crack?
No, I genuinely had no plans.
It just happened.
It just happened.
You made a statement to me years ago. You said, Brody, listen, ain't no woman I've dealt with is going to forget me. Ever. I will always be number one. No matter what man they go to, they're always going to think about me.
I believe that.
Still.
I will say this.
God damn.
Yes, I do believe that.
You believe that?
I do believe that. I feel really strongly about me. I think all people should feel strongly about themselves.
That's a hell of a statement to say.
Okay, it's a real statement for me.
You stand behind it.
I stand behind that. But I'll say this. So I did, and this was like the experience of a lifetime. It changed me in so many different ways. Where this particular woman that I dealt with, no, maybe she doesn't see me like that. This is for sure the first and only time I've ever felt inadequate. Like where I've questioned, am I good enough? Like, because I've never been told I wasn't good enough. Yeah. Never in my life. Like, whether that's anything, whether it's sports, whether it's academics, whether it's like social character, like what we're talking about in the community, volunteer, like anything. Like I've always been
leadership.
I've always been at the top, you know, the cream. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
you never not performed.
I've never been in a spot where my performance, my quality was being questioned. I had never been there. I had never dealt with that in my life.
Like, oh, Jay, you need to step it up. You're like, no. Like, you don't gotta tell me that.
No, right?
I'm there.
Dude, and it happened.
Wow.
It happened for the first time in my life. And it like,
wow.
And it like
fucked you up, huh?
It messed me up. It really messed me up. I was down for a little while.
Did we talk about this?
We did talk about this.
I think I remember.
Yeah, we talked about it.
I think I remember this conversation now.
I was down for a little bit where I had to like pull myself back up, like, and I had to go back to those people who I had invested in, so that I could be poured back into. That's like right. not on some not even necessarily to say, not that I needed people to tell me that like I was good. Party. Right, it wasn't that. It was guy. I needed to be told the truth in the sense of I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea.
There you go. You need somebody who want to shoot it straight to
you. Like, and I needed to be told that. Like,
and you went to people that would give you that.
That would just give it to me straight up. Like, hey, no, you are amazing and you are really good at everything that you do. That doesn't mean that everyone is gonna love you the way we might love you, or the way, you know what I'm saying? Like,
especially when it's the first time that happened to you.
It was the first time
as an adult too.
Yeah,
and
this was recent.
I remember this now.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I remember that. That was the same day I was talking about beating you basketball.
Yeah, same day. Same day. Some friend you are. Some friend you are, bro.
I'll pop this up me too. Like, hey, fuck all that shit, y'all. What be like, bro? Yo, like, you just hear it? Nigga, you know about basketball.
But yeah, man.
I remember this now.
Like, so you asking me that now? My truth is, do I still think highly of myself? Yes.
Even going through that?
Yes, I do still think highly of myself. But my truth is, now that I'm more informed,
hitting your world.
Absolutely. Now I'm more informed in the sense of, I'm just not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And it shouldn't stop me from being the best version of myself. It shouldn't stop that. But everybody isn't gonna want to take a sip of this gentleman's Jack. I mean, it is what it is.
Damn, I remember that because, truth be told, as men, we wear our heart on our sleeves.
Yeah,
some, not all men. Not all men. To a good degree, you're right.
I can say I for sure do.
Yes,
I for sure do.
And I relate to that because I'm similar in those ways. Mm-hmm. So like when something hits you right in that gut, you like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yo, hold up. What the fuck was that?
Right.
What just happened? And then like walls just feel like they're closing, and then you feel like you're shrinking, and then it's like, I need to get out of this. I just need to talk to somebody. Like, what the fuck just happened? Because I've always been this.
Yeah.
It's always been strict for me, and it's never as far as me, but even with people. But that person made me go like, right. Like, whoa, what happened?
Right.
Hold up.
And it caused you to question things. Man. It caused you to question everything.
It's a spiral.
Yeah, it caused you to make it makes you wonder, like, hey, have I been doing this right?
Yeah.
Do I need to rethink it? Do I need to reevaluate things?
Have people been lying to me?
Have people been lying? Like, and so it was good for me in the sense that it gave me an opportunity to reflect in a way that I had never done before.
Wow.
So it was good. It was beneficial. I believe exactly what needed to happen happened, and she was the vessel to make that happen. Like, so
everybody needs to go through something like that.
No. Everybody's story isn't my story. I think everyone has a path to reflection. Now, what that path looks like is going to be unique to them.
And that was your moment.
And that was just my moment. That was just mine.
But you never been a rotten motherfucker to have to like learn that type of lesson. I think
I done did some rotten shit, man.
This is true.
Let's not like.
Would you say you broke more hearts, or your heart's been broken more?
I've broken more hearts.
Yes, that's right. There we go. And I know one person in particular.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Piece of shit.
I mean, listen, man.
I couldn't believe it.
Listen, man. All
God
I'm
damn.
say is people
can we talk about that story?
Let's talk about it, man. Let's go into it. You might as well.
Without saying names, of course. Because we go to protect people who are not here to protect themselves. Oh, Lord. It was the summer of... Goddamn, what year was this? You have moved off campus. By the way, before I get into the story, do you feel like a traitor leaving Wilberforce for Central State? Because people say that...
I ended up coming back and finishing at Wilberforce. So.
But when you left, you were not welcome. People felt like you turned like, yo, think he fucking better than us? He would go across the street to... So I heard it. You was going. I heard. I'm like, yo, when you met with JR, I'm like, oh, hey, he transferred. They're like, so he think he better than us? Why he leave?
I didn't know people felt that way.
I heard the chatter. I was still there at Wilberforce.
No, they didn't say it to me. So.
They didn't say it to your face? God damn.
No.
Pussies. I heard the child was like, but you made that decision. Why did you do that? Clear it up for the people, for Wilberforcians who may be listening. Why did you leave Wilberforce for Central State? And we'll get into the story that I want to get into.
I mean, there was really no story. I just wanted to. Like, there's no. I'm sorry. You probably looking for something deep, and it's not there. Like I wanted to.
No motive. Did you feel like Wilberforce wasn't offering what you needed academically, or
no? I loved Wilberforce. Loved it so much that I came back,
and that's why they understand why you just left like that.
Like, so. Just wanted to. There was no particular reason. I mean, I guess if I look at the factors, I think I was dating someone at Central at the time. So maybe that played a role. Some of my closest friends were at Central. So maybe that played a role.
Okay.
But
no real like, fuck y'all, I'm out.
No, it was never that. Like, it was never.
That's how it felt when you left. People was like, damn.
Nah, it was never that for me.
Yo, Malcolm.
I mean, you gotta keep in mind. Like, so I think what I've come to learn about the way people perceive me in the relationships I have with people think that my relationships are deeper than what they actually are for me.
With
like,
them.
Yeah, with them. Like, so to them, I might be best friend.
Yes.
And to me, it's like, nah, we cool. Like, but I mean, but I didn't have a lot of people that at Wilberforce that I perceived as
like, why y'all?
Yeah, I'm like, why you bugging? Like, we ain't.
Like, stop acting like you.
Right, we ain't
tight like that.
Like, I was tight with you.
Yeah,
I was tight with Malcolm.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it.
Yeah, about 2.
If you really think about it, like, I mean, there were other guys who like I built good relationships with, like Raheem. I built a good relationship with him. Built a good relationship with Skylar. Like,
what's my man, the dude with the glasses? Kappa. Name with an M. Damn, dark skinned dude.
Was it Curtis?
Mayfield, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had a good relationship with him, like, but it wasn't like
to react like that.
Yeah, like
my departure shouldn't affect you like that.
It like, wasn't that. Man. It wasn't that. Like, or at least it wasn't that for me.
Yes.
Like, now, if it was that for them, hey, I apologize. Like, I didn't know. My bad. Yeah. Like, but no, like I only felt like I was like deep in with like you and Malcolm. And these are the people who I told. I said something to, like, hey guys, I'm making this move.
Yeah, I knew it was coming, but like when you left, like I think people felt like, damn, like, what? I don't know. It was weird. It was interesting time to see how that affected people. But to you, you're like, why? Like, come on,
right? But I mean, I think it's.
And you still came around.
Came around. It was like everything comes full circle.
Vanish, like you said, you still end up finishing all that stuff. Okay. You have a stalker from that school. Yep.
From what school?
Wilberforce. We're going to remain nameless.
I have a stalker. Like present day?
I think so. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. I would classify this stalking because the stories you tell me about this person.
Present day?
Hmm. All right, I'll give you a hint. The person is married.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
There we go. That's
all right. Let me adjust. Like, what?
But I digress. That's a whole nother can. That's 5 hours of breaking down. I'm gonna tell the story, then we're gonna go to a break. So then you're gonna crack open your gentleman's jack.
For sure, man.
So, you said we can talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's go for it.
It was the summer. I forget which year, but I don't know if this was the year you left and went over to Central State or the following year. But you had moved off campus at this point, and you were living off of which street was that? It was a narrow street.
Was it in Xenia?
Yeah,
it was the apartments on 3rd Street. Yeah.
And was it your birthday?
Wait, did I have 2 roommates at the time? Or
no, you were living with your lady.
Oh, this is over, I think it started with an M, Mapleview or something like that.
Maybe. I can't remember. It was so long ago.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about though.
You know where I'm going now?
I know where you're going.
You had, as you do, throwing a get together, you barbecuing, you invite everyone. Here's the thing about JL. Even if you're not in his circle, everyone can be invited.
Right.
He's not one of those people where if he don't rock with you, he like, only people I fuck with and that's it. Close the curtains. You know, like, no, you can't come in. If you want to come through, if you even driving by like, oh, what's going on there? You're welcome.
Right.
As long as you ain't on no fuck shit.
Right.
If you want to get the fuck out of here.
Right.
But you're not closed off to just like people coming in and enjoying festivities. You're like open door policy unless you want some bullshit, then we gotta get you out of here.
Absolutely.
So you have, I'm not sure if it was a birthday. I just think it was, I don't know, you just wanted to barbecue or something.
This is the house on Lexington.
Okay.
I know where you're going with this. Okay. Come on. Now let's go. Because now I know where you're going. Now I know exactly where you're going. Okay.
Let's go.
Keep going. Let's go.
This is going, right?
Keep going. All right. Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
He's like, come on.
No, because this is going to be a great opportunity for me to not clear it up, for me to like further declare my innocence in this situation.
Yes.
Like because the proof is there.
Yes.
I ain't do nothing. Right or wrong.
You're right.
But I will also add perceptions are everything.
I'm about to say, but it is not perceived that you did
It's perceived
anything.
completely different. Right.
You are the villain in this story, and a lot of people eyes.
Hey.
But I was there.
You were there.
Yep.
And you were a witness.
Yes.
Like, you were my witness. Like,
yes.
so, okay,
yes.
keep going.
All right, here we go. Boom. So was this your birthday?
No, it was random.
Yeah, okay, so
it was random.
So JL is notoriously known for just when he gets in the mood, he's like, I'm gonna do something at the spot, whatever, invite people over. So he's like, I'm gonna be grilling, it's gonna be drinks, it's gonna be all that stuff, everybody come through, yada yada yada, this time, blah blah blah. Again, open policy spot.
Right.
Anyone is welcome.
Right.
So at the time I'm with Whitney, and I tell her, I was like, JL having a barbecue joint at his spot. He inviting everybody. You want to come? I said, yeah, let's go. So we wasn't doing anything. So we get there. I'll pull up. I'll park it back your house. Mm-hmm. And this is when I had the car with the system in it.
Yeah.
So I was using my car as like the system to entertain. Yeah. So I had the subs and shit in there.
Right.
So I was like, okay, fuck it. I turned the key on the accessory mode, got the music going. You were cooking it, getting everything ready. And as time went by, people start showing up. More people start showing up.
Yep.
More people start showing up.
Which was cool.
Yes. And you're not tripping. You're like,
come through.
Plenty for everybody.
Right.
More burgers on the grill, more Frank's wings.
It was more than enough for everyone.
You had plenty.
Right.
So we having a good time. We're out in the back chopping it up, eating. Everybody's having a good time. Things turn. Eventually. One particular person shows up. Again, we're not going to say names to protect the people who are not here to protect themselves. There's one particular person that shows up. Now, I'll describe this female to y'all. Let's just say this female is very curvy, a very voluptuous woman.
Very.
We talking ass, titties.
Yes.
I wouldn't say every guy, but there was a lot of men who wanted a piece of this person at that time.
There were.
Yeah.
There were.
Now, this person shows up by herself.
Mm-hmm.
No girl gang, no bestie, no hey, plus one thing, by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the way she's dressed, we'll get into this. Because I seen it, and again, I'm with my girl at the time, and I instantly had to turn away until I didn't see. I'm looking at my girl. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, okay. She's dressed like you could see every curve, everything.
I remember.
You can see it all. So now, me knowing JL is the person who used it at the time.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this probably is not going to be.
This is probably going to be a problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Knowing you and knowing your person at the time. I was like, okay. I was like, all right. Here we go. So I'm like, okay, like I said, now I really got to pay attention to my girl because I don't want you get that bitch. I'm like, okay, let me entertain my lady and let her be what she want to do. Mm-hmm. So the barbecuing and the get together gets to proceeding. Now here's where shit turns. I go out in the back, talking to my girl and other people around. Like there's a good amount of people at this point. Mm-hmm. We're all in the back, chopping it up. I go in because I was like, damn, where's JL? Because you were gone for a minute, because you would periodically come out, talk, go back, talk. You working your way around the room pretty much, entertaining everybody, chopping up with everybody. So I'm like, damn, JL ain't been in there out here in a minute. So I should go inside the house and see what he's up to. Mm-hmm. I go inside through the back. Through the back way. Yeah. And just to kind of give you all a description, your kitchen is at that place, at that house, was towards the back entrance.
Yeah, so as soon as you walk in, you're in the kitchen.
Yep. So as soon as you walk in, you're in the kitchen. I walk through the back screen door, sliding doors. Mm-hmm. I see his lady at the time. She does not look happy. Mm-hmm. She proceeds to go to the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Opens up the counter door vigorously. You better get your motherfucking friend. I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I was like, whoa. She grabs the shank.
Yeah.
God. I was like, oh shit. I grab her. That was my first instinct because I don't know where he was.
Yeah.
I don't know where you were, and I don't know what she's about to do. Mm-hmm. So I instantly like just bear hug her to get her arms flat. And she's like shaking. Boy, the strength of that. A woman, when they are angry, the strength that shit multiplies by 10. And I'm like, and I'm a strong dude.
Yeah.
Like, I lift weights and shit. So it's taking, like, not man strength, but I gotta really like, oh shit, I'm holding on.
Yeah.
And she's going buck. Wow, I'm gonna fucking kill him. You better kill him. You better kill him. And I'm like, and I'm saying her name. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to calm her down. I'm like, what happened? What happened? And I finally get her to stop shaking and shit. And I get her to look. I'm like, yo, look. I'm saying her name. Like, look at what happened. She's like, you better fucking get him. I was like, say her name. I was like, calm down. Stay right here. I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened because I gotta find where the fuck Jay out at. I'm like, cause she's clearly about to cut this motherfucker, and I don't know why. So I was like, I let her go, and I was like, where the fuck? And I looked down the hall of the house, and I see one door shut. I was like, he gotta be in here, because all of the doors were open. I was like, he's not gonna be an open door. He's talking about you're gonna kill him in, you know. I'm like, he gotta be in that room with the door shut. So I go back there. I bang on the door. I was like, Jay, it was Brody. I didn't hear nothing. I bang again. I'm like, Jay, it's Brody. You came. I like peek at first because he's like crazy bitch. So you peek at her first. I'm like, yo, let me in. She good. I got her to calm down a little bit. As soon as you open, you hear footsteps. And I got in and you shut the door, locked it. You can hear her boom, 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 banging on. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, what the fuck? Cause it just turned that quick. Now let's pause right here. Remember the girl I was telling y'all about earlier? That person now has gone.
Yeah.
That person is gone now.
Yeah.
And we're gonna sleep back to that individual. So I'm looking at Jay, I'm like, bro, what the fuck just happened that quick?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk because now
you want to take over from here.
No, I'm saying you've told this elaborate story.
Yes.
Please tell me where in here I am at fault. Because when we come to realize that you're just you locked yourself in a room. Yes.
That's all.
Because you know me, I'm a non-drama person.
Yes.
Like, and the moment I detect drama,
you lock yourself away.
I go away.
Yes.
Very quickly.
Yes.
Like, because I do not want to be a part of it.
Yes. So we're in the room and she's out there going bonkers, banging, cussing, screaming.
I remember how embarrassed I was. I mean, because I pride myself on my presentation. And so now you're connecting yourself to me. So now you're a representation of me. And so people aren't going to look at this as she's going crazy. They're going to look at this as John's girl is going crazy. It's how that looks.
There is a saying that a man's woman is a reflection of him.
I think both ways.
Man is a reflection of his woman as well.
Yes. Absolutely.
Not just one-sided.
I remember the embarrassment. I wasn't even pissed that she was upset. I was embarrassed that
she's behaving like this.
That you're behaving like this. If you have an issue, we can deal with it.
Yes. Not in front of guests.
Not in front of people.
If I need to send people home to talk,
cool.
we can do that.
We can do that.
But what are you doing?
You're just trying to make a scene.
Yes. So we're in the room and I'm like, yo, what in the world? What the fuck just happened? You're like, bro, she crazy.
Bottom line. Bro.
Bro, she crazy, bro. I'm like, I clearly, but what happened? She's just crazy.
She is crazy. And that was one of the first times where I genuinely came to the realization, nah, this bitch is crazy, bro. Yo. I don't know, probably part was embarrassment. The other part was like, man, I done found myself in a situation with someone who was legitimately crazy.
Yeah. Boy, she grabbed the biggest knife, and I'm not sure if you even seen that knife. I was like, yo, she really about to
So let's talk about the situation.
Yeah, you take it from there.
So let's talk about the facts of the situation.
Yes. Woo!
The girl in question who had everyone's attention, who showed up by herself.
That's a key component to all this.
Like, is the component.
Yeah.
There was nothing going on between me and this young lady. There was nothing going on.
There was assumption that it was.
Listen, now people's assumptions are just that. Again, let me speak truth to power.
There you go. You got the floor.
There was nothing going, like not even remotely, not even.
Wasn't even that type of time with you.
It was not that type of time. And I don't want to divulge, because if I give too much information, it's going to you'll start to be able to piece together exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah. But I will say that this person and I, we had a mutual connection. And that was pretty much, that was the end all be all of our relationship. Whatever we had was that one mutual connection.
Yes.
Like, so outside of that, here's the truth. Here's the truth.
Okay.
Because let's really unpack this thing.
Let's do it.
There were a lot of women that were there.
Yes, it was.
It was a lot of dudes that was there.
Yes. Yep. Good crowd.
It was a very good crowd.
Good crowd. Good mixture. Single guys, couples.
Looking back on it, and be honest with yourself.
Okay.
How many of them looked like her?
Oh, shit.
Let's really do this. If we're going to do it, let's do it.
We're talking about dressed.
Yes. How many of them did? And be honest.
Probably like 3.
Maybe.
3.
Would you put any of them on the same level as her? Any of them?
No.
Not one.
God, no.
So let's really unpack it. So what was you really upset at?
I see where you're going.
Because I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
I'm not pursuing anything. I'm out here the same way I'm mingling with this person. Yeah. I've been mingling with everyone.
Yeah, like I said, I used to work with you. And that's what drew my, because like,
so it's
I seen you mingling around. Then out of nowhere, you was just gone. Yeah.
So it's only one logical explanation.
Yes. So it turns out that the reason why the reaction was what it was from your lady at the time, it was believed that, first of all, why you invite this bitch? Which is why I pointed out earlier that John is an open policy guy.
And I invited everyone.
Right. And she took it like, you invited a bitch that like you. You invited a bitch dressed like that. Mm-hmm. So obviously, why'd you invite her? Why she come by herself? And why she keep wanting to interact with you? Y'all talking and laughing and that. She didn't like that. And I guess,
which is fair. And I will.
You're interacting with that.
Yeah,
person,
like I get the same. Oh, by the way, the exact same way with everybody. Interacting with everyone. Yeah. Because that's what hosts do.
Yeah.
Like I'm speaking to everyone and I'm not giving anyone any more attention than the next person.
Yeah. You're not shunning people and you're not playing favoritism.
Yes.
You're straight down the middle.
Yeah.
And I guess that came up to you lady at the time, like, so you're gonna invite this bitch to our house.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be kiki and smiling all up in her face. Yeah. And that was it.
Yeah.
She was done.
I get now that in hindsight, looking back on it, I can
titties all.
Ass titties out there. I didn't go hold you. I'm not gonna hold you.
So silly.
They was out there. Like,
dude, we can't undermine.
Listen, all of them. We was just shit.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. Like, but
wow.
So I'll say, looking.
Can you see
back
our point?
I can absolutely see it. But to me,
that doesn't excuse that behavior.
It does not excuse the behavior. It does not justify the reaction.
Sure.
In no way, shape, form, or fashion.
Yes.
Like at this stage of our lives, looking back on it now, do I feel like we were adults? No. I feel like we were coming into adulthood.
Yes.
Like, but we were not adults. Like, you know what I'm saying? We were not mature. Like, but I feel like looking back on it, I really do believe we should have been mature enough
Like you
for it not
a
to be
knife out on
that.
me.
Like, yeah, like, and then it spoke to a lot of things which ended up being like the end of our relationship was like, no, you straight up just don't trust me. Just straight up. Like, now can I see it now on some, I could have, maybe I could have communicated.
Right.
Like,
there
hey,
we go.
But my truth is I didn't know who was coming. Because I invited everyone.
There we go.
Like, it's my very simple truth. Yeah. Now, I can take responsibility for that. I should have had more diligence involved with that as it relates to knowing who's coming, who's not coming, and to prepare you for that. Like, hey, like this person who is beautiful, like, and who is like, who is a looker, and who is going to be very easily the best looking person in the room is going to come, and they might come like showing it. They might come like, so
spring, summertime. It was warm. It was the whole vibe and the ambiance was so fitting.
Yeah, it was appropriate. What she was wearing was appropriate for the day, for the weather. Like the sun was going down. I was like, yeah, she doing that thing. Like, I mean, I still got eyes. Like, my eyes ain't broke. Like so we see this. like, I mean, you was with your lady. You saw.
Yeah,
like,
I had
we all saw.
Like, I was like, oh.
Like, oh snap. Like,
I had to keep walking around.
I'm sorry. That's what I was like. That's why I was just on the grill. Like, hey.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, but yeah. So looking back on it, I can take responsibility in the sense of I maybe could have done more to have a better handle on knowing who's coming and who's not coming.
There we go.
I can say that. Like, but to me, that don't excuse.
Pulling the knife out on me.
That does not excuse the reaction. Because for what?
Yeah.
Because for what? Now, and my thing is, like, even looking back on it, if, again, that's why I think it's important that you have communication in relationships. Like, because here, man, my truth is, if that girl liked me, I didn't know.
And that came out.
I wasn't aware of it. Like,
that came out later on.
And I wasn't, and my thing is, I wasn't thinking about that because my truth was I was in a relationship. Was my truth. Like that's why I'm not a fan of when
women play a tactical game, yo.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
They will show up to your house. What's up?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of girls doing the girl huddle thing, and then what they come out, whatever information they come out with from that huddle is the only truth.
Yes.
Like, yo, now wait a minute. I don't get a say in this?
Right.
Like, my perspective, like, just doesn't matter.
So
like,
we're not gonna lay it all out on the table.
Like, wait a minute. Like, I don't have an opinion here, like, at all. Like, so then you telling me this person who is on the outside of what we have going on, her word holds more value than what I have to say? And I'm actually in this motherfucker? Like, make that make some sense. Like, I mean, if you don't trust me, just say that.
Yeah.
Just say that.
Yes.
Which, again, then that was the beginning of the end.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Boy, I'd never seen nothing like that.
A time.
That was a time.
It was a time.
Wow. God damn. And I think a part of what I think women read you wrong at is that there's this, because I think me and you're similar in this way too. The non-reaction comes off as nonchalant.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I had her clinch, like, she kept saying, he act like him, like that shit don't mean shit. He keep acting like, and instantly in my head, I'm like, he probably didn't give her reaction to whatever she's upset about that she wanted.
Yeah.
And that told me, once the whole story came out, that whenever she probably said something or hinted to you that she didn't like it, you was like, you bugging.
Yeah.
And that came, because you can have a very, like, I'm not feeding that deep into it like you are. And it comes off like, so you don't care. So you're nonchalant about it. You don't care that I'm like, yeah, like I told her to come dressed that way.
As if I told her, right? Because,
like, yo, put on the skimpiest shit you got.
Right.
And come piss my girl off.
Right.
Walk your ass up in this house, laugh in my face.
And then leave.
And then leave. She was going. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was boy, oh boy. Yeah, man, goddamn. Did you ever?
Let me turn this around. They ain't sponsoring you, man. They ain't give you no money, man.
They cut the check.
They ain't cut no check, man. So they can't be seen on here, man.
We're about to pour it anyway.
I just thought about that. Well, listen, they can see the liquor, but they ain't gonna see the name. Hell nah, they ain't paying you.
Well, I said it in the beginning of the episode, though.
I mean, well, listen, we won't do that again. Man. They ain't paying you, man. Like, so don't give them no credit, all right? Until they start paying, man.
Yes. So wrapping up that particular day, that story, like you said, it was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the end.
Beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Never the same after that.
It was never the same after that. Like, I think, yeah, it was absolutely, mentally I moved on at that point. Because again, I don't do drama.
Yeah.
I do not do drama. And the moment I detect it,
gotta go.
Mentally, like physically, you saw how physically, you got a chance to witness how I handle drama.
Yes.
Mentally, I do the exact same thing. The moment I detect it,
yes,
I detach.
Yes.
I will completely detach from you.
Damn.
So it's like,
yeah,
you're gonna have to work hard to recover from that. Like, cause you didn't show me now.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, good luck trying to recover. Like, because I've seen it. And I don't want no parts of it,
boy.
Because my life is just not set up in that way, where I'm just gonna deal with a whole lot of nonsense, like especially when it's unnecessary nonsense. That could very easily be resolved. Yeah.
Now, you can't speak for her. We can't speak for people who are not here to do themselves. Do you think she has grown since that?
Do I think so?
Yeah. Like, I know you're not involved with her today, but if you was to guess,
I hope so. I hope to God, like, because that's childish as hell, man. I hope to God that everyone involved
still not pulling knives out.
Yeah, like, I mean,
you hope so.
It's my hope. I hope that for everyone.
That people involved, just
like
in general.
But come on, man. Yeah. Like, and to me, it's not even the knife is just an accessory to the truth of what is actually at hand here, and that is that you are really insecure. So, like, we really need to unpack that. Like, I mean, is the knife dramatic? Yeah, it is very dramatic.
Do you think she was going to hurt you?
No.
So she would have got to you?
No.
Because, boy, when she
no, I'll take that back.
I think she would have done it.
Yeah, she would have done it.
If I didn't grab her,
okay, bro. So we won't. I won't.
I think she would have.
I'm gonna tell you why I think she would have done it. Like, so I won't deep dive.
I walked in at the perfect time. I'm like, whoa, oh no.
Listen, so I will not deep dive too deeply into how I know she would have.
Yes.
But I will say this. Like, so fast forward sometime down in the future, and I've told you about this incident. The craziest incident of my life.
You talk about it a little bit and I probably remember.
Yeah, when things did get physical. Yeah.
I remember you telling me this story. Yeah. And you said you vehemently regret this.
Absolutely.
You said
to this day.
I remember you telling me off camera before that that is one of the moments in my life I wish I could take back.
Absolutely wish I could take that back.
Because that really affected you. Mm-hmm. Like,
still does.
That's not me.
Still does.
You said you blacked out, bro. Talk about toxic relationships.
Very toxic. Like, very toxic. Like, and this is when the relationship's over.
That's when that happened? It was over when that happened?
Yeah.
Damn.
We were done. Like, but, I mean, when you deal with toxicity,
you're not done.
It's never done. Shout
out to all toxic relationships out there.
Listen, I don't want no parts of no toxic. I don't want no parts of it, man.
Yo, god damn.
But yeah, man.
That's proof that night.
I know for sure she probably would. Yeah. Now, would she have?
Boy.
I mean, but again, you're talking about people who, and I don't want to call her unstable, but I would say people who don't know how to, in a prudent way, deal with their emotions or deal with their insecurities.
Yes.
Like, or deal with their own trauma. Like, because you got to really ask yourself, like, why is this bothering you so much to the point where you feel like you need to pull out a knife on someone who is not even threatening any physical harm to you. Why?
Right.
Like really, like let's really talk about that.
Yeah.
Why? Like, why is this your response to the lack of threat?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's something about not all women, but women. They want a reaction. They want you to. That's something. And when you don't give that to them, they can't handle it. Yeah. They go to whatever.
They're searching for a way to get a reaction
out of you, and I think that's what that was. Yeah. He was like,
I'm not a reactionary person.
Yeah, that's why I said the nonchalant thing. Like, it could come off as nonchalant.
No, I care. I'm not reactionary. I'm thoughtful.
Right.
I'm very thoughtful. That's why I'm able to present so well. Yeah. Because everything I do is intentional. Like, I've thought about this. I've probably ran this whole scenario through my head like 5 times. Like, so that's why. So if I come off as polished, it's because I am.
Yes.
It's because I prepared for this. So you're welcome.
Yeah.
Respectfully. Oh shit. Like, so maybe I do come off, like, maybe it does come off as nonchalant. But if you're paying attention, it really isn't nonchalant. It's just non-reactionary. Like because my movements are very thoughtful. They're very intentional. Like, and if I detect, wait a minute, this is some BS. Yep. I don't need to respond to this. I do not need to give energy to this. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the person's like, you better. So really, you ain't gonna say nothing. You ain't gonna.
No.
See, look.
No.
Get this fucking knife, then I bet you gonna say something.
And still though.
Still.
Because I never said anything.
You stabbed me. What now?
I mean, it's gonna be the same information. I said, there's nothing going on. There is nothing going on between me and this young lady.
That's right. Yeah. Wow. Do you have this effect on a lot of women? Is this why you made the claim that no woman that you dealt with will forget you? You always be number one, even if they move on.
Do I have this effect?
Yeah. Do you realize you had that effect on the women you've dealt with?
Yeah. Yeah.
You bring out a side of a woman that is, it's scary. It's scary, the effect that you have on the woman that you've dealt with and that we'll deal with in the future.
Here's the thing, man.
Do you enjoy this?
No, I don't.
It's scary.
No, it's scary. It's scary. Like,
to the point,
because the thing is, I'm not
kill you.
Because the thing is, I'm not trying to.
You just being who you are.
I'm being who I am, and the crazy thing is, I'm not like, and I don't want it to come off as like now I'm in this spot where I'm like trying to defend myself, like from
you
from
took
how
accountability.
No, I want to take full accountability for my part and and spots that I might have misstepped or might have mishandled.
Sure.
Or just been completely asshole wrong. Like, I want to take full accountability.
You're not saying that you're a squeaky clean guy.
Yeah, like, I'm not. Far from that. But I will say, like, no, I'm not gonna give power. I'm not gonna give attention to things when they're unwarranted. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't care who you are to me. If it is not worth my attention, if it is not worth my energy, I'm not giving any to
You've done that to me, and I respect it.
I've absolutely, and you're one of my best friends, and I've absolutely done it to you. Yeah, if I felt like you was on bullshit, I was like,
you're like, bro, come on.
Nah, man, you need to shut the hell up, man. I don't know what you're talking about, but this is some bullshit, man.
Yeah, you done it to me. I see you do it to others in person. You done it to me. I caught it. I see other people. You like, come on, man.
No,
I'm not about to go there with you.
I'm not doing it.
And I've known over time, like, okay, that's just Jay. I was like, he's just not. No, he's got better things to do. He's not. You think I'm really gonna go tit for tat with you about this?
No, you can win if you need that.
Yeah,
you
go
win.
Ahead, go ahead, take the W. I'll be the bad guy if you need me to be. Go ahead.
I will be the bad guy if that's what you need.
Yeah,
take it.
To feel like you got the victory.
But the thing is, you're gonna have to do it without me.
Damn.
You're gonna have to do that without me.
And that's the part they don't.
And that's the part that they don't like.
Motherfucker, you motherfucker. Oh shit! God damn! Wow.
So yeah,
it is. Well, hopefully that was like we tell the story. People who's there, like it's like nothing had to be cleared up. But
listen, man, people gonna watch this.
They're like,
be
what?
like, either women are either gonna be like,
I want no parts of this dude, or I need to see for myself.
It's gonna be one of the two.
Women like a challenge. You're like, ooh, talk spicy, daddy.
Okay.
What's his DMs? What's his handles? All right, man. Speaking of handles, y'all about to get that right now because we're about to go to a break so we could crack open non-said liquor.
Yeah, so we'll crack open some liquor.
If y'all care to find out which it is, if y'all just tuned in
Right.
now, y'all can rewind to the beginning. Yeah, Jay, I'll let the people know where they can follow you at on all the social medias and all that good stuff. And
So you can find me on IG. I am _Dapper fella, spelled exactly the way it sounds. _Dapper fella. You can find me on Twitter, Dapper fella _JAH being my initials. Dapper fella _JAH.
It is. And if you are fucking with pod, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page. If you're listening on YouTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever DSPs you use to get your podcast. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Cloud Talk Podcast. We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Yeah. Champagne stains on my jeans, still clean. Pinky ring, rainbow, glitter bling. Smack it with a middle crispy Benjamins. What you really saying? Like Diddy said, your dreams. We up next, let me stretch before I flex. Ain't tryna pull nothing while I'm ballin' and stuntin'. Nothing but the best, nothing less. Up a check, revving up the vet. Coming back from disrespect and sex. One life to live, ain't no second trips. This is it. Going hammer time up. Too legit to quit. Condo flows, sports car bars, Melrose, Escobar, raw. Me and Gucci shy at the sushi bar, no facade. Feeling really willy-ish right about now. We the boys. In the poetic words of Nas, I took a glimpse in the time, watch the blimp, read the world is mine. Give us the good life. Yeah. Big blue bill, sick new wheels, taking pics with the click. Still come through and chill. 2 trill. Meet my new girl, same chick that played in the flick Kill Bill. Ill, how you like me now? Wipe the Mozzie down. Proper flight was overnight. Woke up in Nike Town. Might be down a ball all fall. Wildin' at the mall. Spent $100 on my sofa Versace drawers. It's your boy. Back on my crack man shit. I brought some toys. The type that only bosses play with. We on a worldwide tour. Attention all girls. If you fly, slide through. Be at the higher round 2. No breaking rules, only money making moves. Funny how money can make a rocky situation smooth. Help me escape my own mind, lurking the enemy, representing infinity with presidencies, you know.
All right, we back right here on Cloud Talk Podcast. Jay Owls here, aka the Dapper Fella himself, which we're gonna talk about in a second. Get y'all familiar with the Dapper Fella brand and how you too can become a Dapper Fella.
That's right.
He's taught me things such as, Brody, women wear perfume, but men wear parfum.
Parfum.
Taught me that. Put me on game with that. All right. We're gonna do a toast for those who know. Y'all know I'm not a drinker.
Don't hurt yourself, man. It's only a little bit.
Yeah, he got me right. He set me up right so that I won't get too loose on the pod. So I'm gonna do a shot first here. What should we toast to, man? What are we gonna make this toast to?
To new beginnings, man. To stepping into these new phases of our life.
Yes.
Attacking it with as much energy as we did, or even more energy.
Turning it up.
While at the same time being mindful, to be present and just to be grateful for everything that's happened the people that we've lost on the way, the people that we've gained.
Yes.
So, you know, we just want to be forever grateful and not lose sight that it didn't, if anything would have gone any other way, like maybe we're not here right now.
I love it.
So,
that's beautiful.
So just grateful.
I love that.
Gratitude.
I love that. Man, that's beautiful. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Salute to
my
us.
brother.
Here we go. Woo! It's not as nasty as I thought it would be. My chest is definitely burning. Oh, now I feel it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo!
That was only a little bit. That was like half a shot.
Wow. Yeah, y'all can't see through the camera, but
only half a
he
shot,
didn't even
man.
fill it all the way up.
Nah.
Like, and if y'all can tell, like y'all know I'm a novice. Look, he got the big cup. He like, listen, this big boy stuff over here. He been doing this a while. I don't do this like that. So he had to, I had to do the baby joint. Woo! All right, hopefully I can make it through this pod.
You'll be all right, man.
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
All
Drink a
right.
little water. Drink some water.
Oh, finish with okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
drink some
See,
water, man.
and I wouldn't even want to do that.
Yeah, drink some water.
See, I probably just hit smash first. Knock all the shit over. That's not nasty though.
It's not.
I thought it would. You know what? I would say this about my perception of what I thought liquor. I thought it all tasted disgusting.
No, it's not all disgusting.
I just all thought it's like, y'all drink that shit?
Nah, some is smoother than others, obviously. So this is more of a whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
So this is what I can't say the name. What we just had, that's a whiskey.
It's a whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not too nasty, but definitely
but it's smooth. But it's smooth.
It takes a while when it hits you like, let's open that up for you, big fella.
Let's go ahead and open that on up.
Let's open that on up for you. Wow. Okay. All right. You wanted to so for those who are not regular followers or followers of the pie, I recently released the episode I did with my mom. It's pretty
It's
heavy,
powerful, man.
Powerful is heavy. I got my mom's story. I tried to pretty much from chronological as best as I could. It was heavy, man. We got into a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things that my mom gave me free reign to ask her. I asked her, a little bit things about how she felt about me, so forth and so on. So it was definitely a in-depth, emotional, one-on-one. And Jay was telling me behind the scenes during the break that he's like, yo, man, you want to talk about that? I kind of want to talk about that with you. Like, you told me you watched it 3 times.
I watched it 3 times.
God damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're my friend. So
Jeez.
when I saw it, I was like, yo, this is powerful, man. Like, I want to be able to be a good friend to my friend.
Appreciate that.
So, like, if I can, be here to help you unpack that, like, because I'm wondering, like, man, have you had a chance to unpack it since then?
Right.
Like, and I realized, not knowing at the time that happened a year ago.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, but even still, have you had a chance?
No. That's why.
Yeah.
So that episode was shot sometime last year. She came down here to visit, and it was her idea. So she wanted to do it, and that's why it took so long for me to put it out.
Yeah,
because I was just holding on to it forever. And just to give people a little backstory, so I lost the files to that episode, and I had to recover them and find them. So my hard drive that I had took all the SD cards all from the cameras, and I put the footage onto the SD card. One day I was editing another episode, and I stood up. I had my laptop on my lap. I stood up, and the cord from the hard drive disconnected and corrupted everything. And my mom's footage of the episodes was on that hard drive. So I thought I had lost that entire episode, but I was able to do some YouTubing and figure out how to recover lost data from hard drives and SD cards and whatnot. And I was able to recover the footage, all except but the wide angle camera. But I was like, I got both of us, so I'm good.
Right.
I had the audio saved from another file, so I was like, good, I got the audio, so we're good. But yeah, man, so that was recorded last year, 2023, right now in 2024. And it was, man, like in the beginning, like it was like I don't know how to what I'm gonna start with, like how I'm gonna pray. Like people like listen to it, like you can kind of hear me trying to like figure out where I'm gonna go with it. Like how do I? Because like this is, you know, like your mother.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I have so many questions.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm naturally a curious person. And I think oftentimes we forget that your parents lived a life before you arrived.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like they were just existed before they had you. So yeah, man, like her being adopted, sharing that story, like her name being changed, her birth date being changed, her going through abuse with my father, the drugs, her losing her firstborn, a crib death, like losing her, like I never like knew that she went through all that stuff. Like I heard stories bits in here, like there, but never like just here it is. Yeah. Just here it is. I'm still like, it was so hard to edit that, bro.
Yeah. No, I can imagine.
Because for people who don't realize, like, I shoot and edit I do it all. Like, I don't have a person that's, yo, can you edit this with me? Or, yo, can you post it up? Yeah. I do everything.
Yeah. So you had to, like, relive that over and over and over again. Each piece of it.
There were moments where I was crying. I couldn't, it took me weeks. Yeah. To, like, I was getting through certain points, and I'm like, yeah. I gotta step away, man. And I would like walk away from the laptop, then I'll try to come back. I'll get through 2 minutes. Shit, man, I'll walk, you know, just like, yo, this is too much. And then, you know, we talk about like me and my sister haven't not spoken to each other like going on 4 years now. Me and my sister fell out when my dad passed. Still haven't spoke to my sister since she breaks down and that she cries. Yeah. Seeing my mother cry. Yeah. It's just like, it was just like, and she's like, don't make the same mistakes I made. You gotta, I'm like, it was, man, I learned so much about my mom. And just like I understand the whole, and I don't like it, but I understand the whole strong black woman title thing. If you're born in a certain environment as a black woman, you do not have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
And unfortunately, what comes with that label is, oh, you're such a strong black woman. You were raising your children and that woman going through hell. Or she's been through hell. One of the two. She's currently going through, or she done been through hell and back. But yet, she still gets up every day, smile on her face, gives her heart to people. It's just like, God damn, this woman done been through fuck, man. It just makes you look at him like beyond just like, yo, like a mom now. I'm just like, I get to see you. Yeah. I get to see you. Like, because we do like, oh, that's my mom. Oh, yeah, that's my mom. My mom. He's like, no, you're Nadine Lively. Right. you have a whole story. Right. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm still, because now that the episode's out, like, I was able to, it took, like I said, it took me weeks to get through editing that and just putting together the clips. There's still clips I still haven't released.
I can imagine.
Because I haven't put out clips yet. Like, I just put out the one highlight joint. But it's still 2 clips that I have yet to hit export on. Because I'm like, yo, I'll say this for people who, if you haven't had a one-on-one, not saying that you got to do it publicly like I did. Because like, and I understood why my mom wanted to do that. Like, it made sense.
It felt therapeutic.
Yeah.
Watching it felt
like watching a therapy session.
Yeah,
like,
that's how it felt. That's how it felt. Watching it, like and that's why I was like,
it's like family therapy.
After watching it, I was like damn, like what's going through my best friend's mind? That was how I felt. Yeah. Like yo, is he okay?
What happened when the cameras went off?
Yeah, what happened? I mean, not that I feel like I just like need to know, but I need to know that. How do you
deal with something that heavy right after?
I do need to know that my best friend is okay. Like, and what are you doing like for that to like really like unpack that, to really like, I don't know, find some level of peace with that. Like, because I mean, man, information alone, like I remember the first time I saw my mom cry as an adult, and it hit different.
Yeah.
So the moment I know that you saw that, I knew exactly what you was going through. Now, obviously the details are different, are unique to each situation. Yeah. But the moment that I knew you saw that, it was like, no, he's going through it. Yeah. Because I remember what I went through when I saw it.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, man. Like,
that was probably like the emotions you feel in real time. Like,
yeah.
Cause I pod and the crazy thing is, like, people who don't watch the pod regularly, like my episodes tend to be one-on-one, intimate. Like, I get real deep with people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do a lot of gossiping, and like it'll sprinkle here and there, but I really go one-on-one with people. So, but when it's your mother, when it's your mom, when it's your mother, the woman who raised you, the woman who, you know, did everything, did the best she could raising me and my sister, my older sister. You were talking face to face. I'm looking you in your eyes and watching tears of pain.
Yeah.
Tears of joy is different.
Right.
But
no,
son, this hurts me. Son, like, your mother's hurting.
Yeah. That's
a different type of.
So what have you, like, what have been the steps since then?
Well, I talk to my mom a lot more now.
Okay.
We talk a lot. Unfortunately, me and my sister have not spoken still.
Gotcha.
That relationship has yet to be repaired.
May I ask why?
Sure. Yeah. And I didn't get into it on the pod with my mom, because when she started crying, it was just like, you don't want to push too far.
Absolutely.
It's like the woman walked off the fucking set. Like, she walked off the set and she came back. People would watch. Like, it was.
Yeah.
You get to see my reaction when she walks off. It was just like, damn. Like, I caused that?
Yeah.
My mom just walked off from hurt and pain. Because her baby's not talking. That was, but. So, with me and my sister, we fell out. So, my dad passed about 4 years ago. It's 2021 or 2020? 3-4 years ago, my dad passed from cancer. To go further back from that, so my sister is older. She's the big sister. I'm the youngest. I've always, when we was younger, looked up to her. Not like, because people are like, how do you look up to a girl? Like, not in like that's what a man's supposed to be type look up, like, type shit. So
that's your older sister.
Yeah, so I'm trying to, people are like, how can you look up to a girl? Like, I want people to try to like get people to understand, but she was a straight A student, always got good grades. She carried herself well. She was like, damn, like, I want to be like that. I want to be a quote unquote model citizen.
Yeah. And
then out of nowhere, she got into the streets, got into the wrong crowd. I'm from Philly, so just to give y'all, like, the streets of Philly is you can get wrapped up in it like that. And of course, unfortunately, the streets got a hold of her. She's never been the same since. So as we get older, it starts to change. I become the
model citizen.
Yeah, and now she's getting sent off to juvenile homes, correctional things. Like, she's off and young, 12, 13, running away, her and my mom, all this type of shit. So now I'm like, well, I got to be the example now. So I become the example. So fast forward when my dad passed. My sister, without getting too much into her business, she has not been the best with being what's the word I'm looking for? But I'll make it a sound, man. Self-sufficient person.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was there helping her along the way for years. Whatever she needed, never told her no. How much would you need? Whatever you need, bro got you because you my big sister. Boom. And this is decades of doing this, by the way. This is decades and decades. Never told her no once. So after our dad passed, and to kind of give a picture too, like unfortunately, we knew he was going to pass because the cancer was getting bad and bad, but she was there the day he died, and she felt responsible because she was watching him and she fell asleep, and he tried to get up and do something, end up falling and died. Yeah. So she took that really hard. Yeah. So she felt responsible. If I was up, it would have never happened. He would have lived a little bit longer and all that type of stuff. So that happens. And meanwhile, I'm traveling back and forth because I live in Columbus here in Ohio. I'm traveling back and forth from Jersey, Philly, Ohio. Because my dad lived in Jersey, my mom lived in Philly. So, and my dad left everything for me to take care of. Like, yo, son, like, it's time out. Everything is your name. I want you to take care of my funeral arrangement. This is where I want to be buried. I don't want this person showing up bad to my thing. I'm like, oh shit. Like everything is your name. This is how much insurance is. This is why I want to be buried, cremated, all this stuff. And he gave me the whole. So I'm like, shit. Woo. Okay. I was like, and I'm a young one. I'm like, he's like, I don't trust your sister to do it. I was like, okay. So I got to burden that, knowing that I'm all the way out here in Ohio. Yeah. My sister's in Atlanta. So I'm like, okay. So I got the responsibility for when it's that time. I got to do what I got to do. I got to make the phone calls to all the family members and all that. Yeah. All that. Got to call insurance companies and file for death certificates. That shit's crazy going through that, man. So there was a point where in my head, I was like, you know what? Because my dad was helping my sister out as well. My mom was helping my sister out. Everybody was just very, you know. And at some point, I was just like, you're grown. Something clicked in my head when my dad passed, like, yo, we're not all going to be here forever. We're not going to be here to take care of you forever. Dad just died. That's one source that you tapped into that's now gone. And it made me think, like, mom ain't going to be here forever. Fuck it. I'm not going to be here forever. You know what?
Yeah, what's your plan?
Yeah. If we keep bailing you out, helping you, enabling you, really, to not become self-sufficient, what's, you know, what are you going to do? Dad's going. Mom ain't going to be here forever. I'm not going to be here forever. So take care of all the proceedings and everything. And one day, at this point, I'm back here in Ohio, back to work and stuff and doing what I got to do. Get a text from her, as usual. Baby, bro, I need this. I need yada, yada, yada. And I was like, I'm going to say no. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. And I don't ask for shit back and nothing like that. Like, yo, whatever you hear, you got it. I'm like, you know what? She needs to learn to become self-sufficient. You are my older sister. I should be looking up to you. Yeah. You know, and I tell her this in a long thread text message. I write it all out. And pretty much what that text message said was like, listen, I love you. I'm always going to be your brother. I'm always going to be here for you. But I want you to become self-sufficient. I can't keep bailing you out. Mom can't keep bailing you out. I was like, Dad just died. Like, you need to become self-sufficient and stop relying on people to pay your livelihood. You got to figure that shit out. And the message that came back really hurt me. Really, really hurt me. Pretty much it was like, in layman terms, literally she told me, you and Nadine, which is my mom, and she didn't even say mom, she said, well, You and Nadine can stay the fuck out of my life then.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gotta tell me once. I was like, wow. Yeah. So what that told me was that is all I am to you is a bank.
Yeah.
I'm not your brother. The moment I tell you no one time in the 30 plus years we both been living, you are older. The moment I say, sis, I want you to become self-sufficient. Like, I can help you get there. I can help you, this is how you put money aside. This is how you don't buy that. Don't spend on this. Like, when you get a check, divvy it up this amount. Put that money in savings. Pretend it's not there. How much is your rent? Okay, this is what you try. I can help you do that. Like, but the moment I just say, I'm not doing it no more. Sorry. Years and years and years, you haven't figured it out. I want you to become self-sufficient. And it's fuck me and our mom, and both of us stay the fuck out your life. Give her what she wanted. And from that conversation, we haven't spoken since.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. Because I felt like, wow, all I am is being used.
Yeah.
From my big sister. And that's the first response. Like, you didn't even take in what I said to you. Like, your first thing was stay the fuck out my life. You and Nadine? I ain't even say nothing about mommy. Like, you put both of us. And the crazy thing is, like, I saved that text message till this day. It's still saved. I still have that text message. So that really hurt me. Because like I said, like, from pup, I looked up to her like, damn, like, I want to get good grades. I want to, then, obviously she turned to the street side. But I still have the image, like, it was almost like I became with you, really can't type thing, but it's still like, like, I want to see you get on your feet, want you to win. So here, whatever you need, how much? Shoveling it out. In the moment I say, no, it's stay the fuck out my life. You got what you wanted. So, and when you look at the podcast with me and my mom, that hurts her. Mm-hmm. That hurts her. Because unfortunately, my sister she's very manipulative. And she can use you, she will. In a moment, you tell her no, pretty much shit. So that's why we haven't spoken now in almost 40 years. Mm. Now, do you suggest I fix this? Because I didn't tell her to stay the fuck out my life. I just said, no more. Let me help you become self-sufficient so you can stop that. Mm. So now that you hear the reasoning, what do you make of it? As I sip on this undisclosed liquor.
Silly.
That was a lot. Woo!
That was a lot, man. I'm glad you was able to get that off your chest.
Thank you, man. No one's ever asked me that. No one's ever asked me, like...
You're my guy, man.
So... Fuck you ain't talking to your sister. Fuck your mom crying for. Fix this shit, you asshole. You got your mom crying on the podcast and shit. She walking off the set. What the hell? And like you said, like it makes you like with perception, people like you're the bad guy. Yeah. But what did he do? Yeah. Like why? What do you make of it? When you hear it breaking down
now? That's not bad, is it? It's refreshing, right?
Man, that's
refreshing, nice. Man.
Wow. This is why you got to get around experience people in all facets. Wow, this is
man.
This is nice.
He said, this is nice.
And I'm not a drinker. Wow. I thought it would be like,
no, man. You're going to be okay.
Thank you. Dapper fella, everybody. What do you think of this? Do you think eventually we'll speak?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not over.
I think it's your sister.
I think it's on her to fix.
No.
Oh, me.
I think it's on both of y'all.
We got to come together as it does.
I think somebody is going to have to decide.
Who's going to make the
because again, if everyone's waiting on respect.
There you go, say shit. This is just that. It's just in that form.
I'm just saying.
Somebody got to be the first one
somebody
to be like, all
has
right.
to be. And that doesn't, I don't want to suggest that morally your stance is wrong, because it isn't. Morally, your stance is right.
Okay.
It is.
So me putting up that boundary wasn't wrong.
No.
I listened. You told me stay the fuck out your life.
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with the boundaries you put up and saying, hey, I'm not going to pay a membership fee to be your brother.
That's what it felt like.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
So.
Felt like money meant more to you than just like, yeah. God damn.
Nah, I won't try to sit in here and try to speak for her and figure out what anything meant for her, because I don't know. But I will say this:
we haven't gotten her side.
Right, true. Her side is important.
We can't speak for those who are here, not here to protect themselves. I'm not going to speak
for people who are not here to protect themselves.
There we go.
I'm not going to do that.
Respect.
I'll say this, man. When it comes to the people who are important, I don't care what happens. The bridge needs to always be there.
When it comes to those who are important, especially your fucking,
especially
your blood.
Especially your blood.
If this is your only sibling too,
the bridge. So I'll use this as an example.
It'll take both of us.
I haven't spoken to my brother in 6 or 7 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Even longer than me and my sister.
And it hurts me every day.
I feel that same way.
But the bridge will always be there. I will always attempt to reach out. Yes. If you choose not to respond, okay. But you are my brother, and I love you, and I want us to be able to coexist because I love you.
Wow.
But at the same time, it does not mean I'm going to pay a membership fee to be a sibling.
So it's a similar situation with you and your brother, or different?
It's different. Okay. It's unique to itself.
Sustainable financial thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the relationship is severed.
It's been fractured.
Yeah. It's been fractured. Yeah.
You're doing?
Honestly, I don't know.
It just happened.
I don't know. A lot happened.
Oh, it was accumulation of things, not just one.
No,
event.
I would say a lot happened for my brother. And I don't really know how it impacted us. I don't know. My truth is that I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Y'all were casualties of war.
Or at least that's how it feels for me. I don't know. It could be something. Maybe I did do something for him that he's holding on to that I just am not aware of. I don't know. Yes. Is what I'm saying is I don't know
what it was.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Gotcha.
I'll say that no matter what, the bridge will always be there.
For my brother. Not shut for you.
The door will never be shut. That's my brother. That's my blood. The door will never be shut.
Wow.
And so I'm always gonna put out fillers.
Yeah.
To say, hey,
I'm here, bro.
I'm here.
Now, this is your younger brother, big brother?
It's my older brother. It's my older brother. I know you got multiple brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Was it similar? Did you also look up to him coming up?
Yeah. Absolutely.
God damn.
But yeah. So I would say
it's gonna take both of us.
It takes both. But it starts with someone.
Someone gotta do it.
So all I would say is, man, if it matters, then just continue to do your part.
Yeah.
But I don't think your morals
were
wrong at all.
Okay. Cause seeing my mom cry, her two babies, her two only children,
and her tears were justified.
And seeing that was,
they were very much so justified.
And I can't tell her she's wrong.
Yeah, you can't, because she's not.
No.
Because I can only imagine what my mom goes through.
Right. Yeah, her boys ain't speaking. Yeah.
I don't know. But
man. But you think eventually we will come around?
I think you need to do your part. And I will hold you accountable to that. You need to do your part.
Well, I'm not ready.
And that's fine. Do it when you are ready.
I want to stay away. I don't. And on the power of my mom, for those, I say I didn't do it, mom. I didn't do it, mom. And then when she, when she comes back, I think I said it'll happen when it's supposed to happen, mom.
It'll happen when people choose.
Yeah, but I'm not.
We're waiting on this thing Like
I don't want it.
I tell my mom this all the time. Like, 'cause my mom and I had like a quick little falling out because of the situation with me and my brother. And I felt really strongly about it. Like, my question was like, man, like, what has to go wrong for he and I to be able to sit down together? Like, why should someone have to die for us just to be able to be eye to eye? Yeah. Like, and I'm not going to be convinced that is necessary. I feel like we are both mature enough and adult enough, right? Where even if we hold on to whatever this mysterious issue is, like, no, we should still be able to be adult enough to say, hey, even if we can't be friends, we should be able to coexist for mom. Be able to coexist to set the example for the people who are going to come after us. Yeah. Like, because at some point I'm going to have children and I want them to have a relationship with their uncle. I want them to know how important he was to me. Yeah. And how important he is to me. Yeah. Like, so, and I need to start to cultivate that now. Like, I can't wait till they get here. Like, I can't do that. That's not fair to them. Yeah. And I will hold you to the same standard. Wow. Like that. And I'm not suggesting that you reaching out is gonna fix anything. Right. I'm not, because it might not, or not immediately anyways. Right. Is she gonna say fuck me again? She might. She just might. Like, I don't know. Like,
fuck you and Nadine again.
She just might.
Right.
Like,
well, she already did.
But no, I think I don't know. That's your sister. Yeah. I would say, man, reach out.
Reach out?
Yeah.
Think I should do it?
I think you should.
I won't do it.
When you're ready, my brother. When you're ready.
Shit. Oh, fuck. I ain't shit.
When you're ready.
Yes.
When ready,
wow.
Whenever you're ready.
Whenever I'm ready.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, man. All right. Do you think me and my sister will speak before you and your brother speak? Because y'all going on 6 years now. Me and my sister going on 4. What do you think? Mine would happen first, or do you think yours would happen first? Knowing that both of ours are out on the table now, what do you think? If we had to add, who do you think?
I think the unique difference is, at least in your situation, everybody know what the issue is.
You're in limbo.
I'm in limbo. I don't know what the hell. I just know this nigga ain't talking.
Is it just you or all of y'all?
So he ain't talking to nobody but my mom.
Damn.
Nobody but my mom.
Nobody but mom.
Which is what made me upset with my mom.
Because she's talking to him.
Because then it started to feel like, okay, you keeping this to yourself. Like, you like, like, you know what I mean? Like as
separate relationship with him.
As long as you getting what you need out of it, you good with everybody else not getting nothing.
Right.
Like, which is like, wait a minute, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
That's kind of messed up. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like,
you getting all the steak.
Like, hold on now. Like, and I'm not even asking you to share what you have. I'm saying, hey, are you holding him accountable? Is what I'm saying.
There we go.
Like, the same way you hold me accountable. Like, to saying, like, if I'm on some bullshit, you tell me I'm on some bullshit. Are you telling him that?
Yes.
It's been 6-7 years. Like, what's going on? Like,
time. Wow. Yeah. Is he still living in Dayton where you're from, or he's?
So here's the thing. I thought he was living in Dayton, and then 6-7 months ago, I found out he's in Pennsylvania.
Oh shit! My state, Pittsburgh. He out there in Philly?
I think he's in Pittsburgh.
For real?
I think. I don't know for sure. I literally.
You just know Pennsylvania is the state.
I found it out.
Holy shit!
Because my cousin passed away.
Out of my stumping grounds.
My cousin passed away, and then. I asked, I was like, dang, Dante's not here. And my mom was like, what did she say? She was like, well, he couldn't find a flight. And I was like, a flight?
Right.
I was like, up the street? Right. So what you mean? Because we in Dayton. Like, I'm like, what you mean he couldn't find a flight? She's like, well, no, he's in Pennsylvania. I was like, he's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
What do you? Since when?
Yeah.
So he's been there for a few years.
Oh,
a
shit.
Few years.
Damn. Oh, shit. God damn. That's how you know time passed. You're like, what?
So, I mean.
Well, thanks for filling me in, Mom. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
motherfuckers on in Pennsylvania.
As long as you're getting what you need out of it, I guess. Like, but
damn.
I mean, but either way, and I would say, I'll say this, and I'll start, and you can go next.
Oh fuck!
Okay.
You gonna set it?
No, I'm just follow me.
Come on, man.
Just
Don't
follow
put
me. Follow me on this. Yeah, because I'm putting you on the spot.
I'm not ready.
I'm not asking you to be ready.
It's gonna be edited out.
I'm asking. No. Just follow me on this.
So I'm gonna lie on the pod.
Follow me on this one.
All right, I'm listening.
If my brother is listening to this right now, know that I love you, and that the bridge is still there, and it will never go anywhere. If you need me, I will always be there for you. If there is anything I can do within reason, I will do it without hesitation. Because you are all I have in this world. You are important to who I am and who I want to be. I need you. So when you're ready, the door is open.
Wow. Yeah, you definitely fuck. God damn. Am I supposed to say something to follow that up? I was supposed to send a message to my sister.
If you want to. I think you should.
Think I should?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn. To my sister, I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna say this sincerely because I seen how it hurt our mother. Whether you say fuck her, fuck me, fuck both of us, whatever. Dad's not here anymore. I still love you. You're still my sister. It does hurt me that we don't speak, and that, I'll be honest, what you said hurt me because it was a direct message to me. It wasn't like something I found out from somebody else saying, oh yeah, your sister said this about you. Like, you told me that directly. That really hurt me. And when you told me to stay the fuck out your life, and mom to stay the fuck out your life, because I said I wouldn't enable you or support you anymore, however you want to take it. Because at one time I told you, no, I want you to be self-sufficient. And the response really hurt me. And from that response, we haven't spoken in 3 to 4 years now. I'm not ready, honestly, but I've been challenged, and I respect this man to enough to accept that things may not always go the way you want them to be or as they ought to go. But we do have responsibilities as adults to extend the opportunity to repair whatever set fractures are. So if and when that time comes, I will be open. I will be receptive of that. No matter how it hurts me, no matter how much it hurts me to say that right now, because like I said, I'm not ready, but I'm not a man that run away from challenges in its time. Like I said, seeing the pain and hurt on our mother's eyes, that her only 2 children aren't speaking, and knowing that she lost her firstborn before we even arrived, it hurts her more than anything. So that's my message to you, Sherelle, my big sister. How was that?
It's good. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Fuck. Oh, they'd be edited out. No. That would be fucked up if I said. Because I can do it, but I'm not going to do that shit. Oh, man. Wow. But like as you said at the top of the show, it's 2024.
Yeah.
We toast to new beginnings.
We're toasting new beginnings, man.
And we have to stand on that, yes. As the kids say, stand on business.
Standing on it, man.
We got to stand on it. Wow. Woo. Okay. Any other questions you want me to ask me about that pod with my mom?
No. I feel like this is a good spot to move on.
Yeah.
Like that was, yeah.
Would you encourage people to do that? To have, not publicly, but just that raw, honest sit down with their parents?
Yeah.
I would too.
Absolutely.
I would too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's important. I think I was so happy to see it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was jealous.
Jealous?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't.
How could something like that spark jealousy?
I don't think that my mom has been or would ever be that level of transparent with me.
Really?
Yeah. My mom is like very much so an instructor. She's a like teacher. She's gonna point me in the right direction.
Yeah.
But as far as like allowing herself to be a living example
an open
of
life,
like, and not even just example, like, because she is an example of what I need to do as it relates to moves I need to make. But I think the story is so important. And I think as a community, as a Black community, like we've become so lost and so disconnected from our story, like because people just aren't telling it, like whether it be because of the trauma and they don't want to relive it, and I feel like just as a community we've become so disconnected to each other because we won't talk. And I don't want to get like too like churchy here, like, but man, this is scripture that says my people destroyed for a lack of knowledge, like because they don't know. And my question is, man, what don't they know? And why don't they know? It's because people ain't talking.
Yeah.
People ain't telling stories no more, man. Like, so I was excited. I was like, man, his mom is like
giving it all to
she's
him.
giving it all to him. Like, this is what's up. This is what I want. I feel like
all his questions are answered.
I feel like I beg for this from my mom, and it just like it's like I get so far and then wall. Yeah, and that's how it feels. Like, and whatever she's protecting, she's doing it for a reason. I have to honor that. I have to respect that. Sure. Because again, she had to be a strong Black woman for me.
There you go.
For like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I respect where that boundary is. Like, but sometimes I feel like there are things that I'm missing. That, like, I wonder. I'll say it like this: I wonder, did I have to go through all of the struggle that I went through? Did I have to? Could I have been preserved from it just by a simple story? And do I want the same thing for my children?
Yes. Because I believe our generation is like, we understand that, fuck all this secrecy shit, man.
Right.
Let's tell it all. Let's get it all out, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to start a family and continue these cycles.
Right.
Because I seen me coming up in it, what it did.
Right.
It's so much unanswered stuff. And like you said, like, if I would have known said thing, question answer, and I know either why or I know what to avoid, or I know how to navigate a little bit better now.
Yeah. Now
that I have that piece of information. It is man. Wow.
It was powerful, man. Like, I was happy to see it. Yeah. I felt for you, like, in the sense of like, man, he probably going through it right now. Like, but man, I think
it's needed.
I think it's needed. I think it's needed. I really do. I think, like, I see it as an educator. I see it, how disconnected these young people are, and it's because
no one's talking.
It's because no one's talking.
We bury it all.
Yeah.
We bury it all.
And I don't want to do that. Yeah. It's not what I want for my children.
Yeah.
It's not what I want for the people that I love, my relationships.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I was jealous.
Wow.
I wish I could get 3 hours set aside where my mom could just be complete like utterly transparent
to
and not
me,
like dismissive when it gets
tough.
When it gets tough.
Yeah.
Like
even my mom did. Like even though she walked back, she came back.
And that was so powerful.
Ah.
Like, yo, like, no, this woman, she's
came back.
Like she has to relive all this stuff. Like, but she's sitting in it and she's being so strong.
Yeah.
Like,
you want your mom to go through it. Like don't when they get to mom, please sit in it with me.
Even if you can't do it for you, do it for me. Please. Like, and even if it's not for me, like think about the children that I'll have someday who might need to hear this. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've had like I try to talk to my mom like just to tell her like because I'm at the stage of my life where I know she's not gonna like say anything, but I like try to say stuff to her just to kind of like to set it up maybe because maybe she'll say something even if she doesn't say anything, at least she knows how I feel. Like so I've said stuff like dang, like mom, like I don't want you to have to relive your failed like relationships and stuff. Yeah. But like you do know that I'm maybe failing in relationships because you won't talk about it. Like I'm having to learn all the mistakes that you already made. When I shouldn't have to learn them on my own. Wow. You should just tell me what not to do, and then I won't do it. Yeah. Right.
Like, we don't have to make this difficult.
I don't have that, and that's weird. Like, I don't know, like the concept, like when I think about my mom, the concept of it, and I get it because trauma, it lets me know how real trauma actually is. Like, man, like mom, you're an educator. Why aren't you educating me? You are actually an educator. Like that's your profession. Like this is like what you do. Like so like why aren't you? Or well, she's not an educator. Well, technically she is. She's a therapist. But even still, like are you like? Yeah. I'm sure like one of your main things you talk about is like being vulnerable, right? Like to your clients. Right. Like why won't you be vulnerable?
Why can't I get that from you?
Why can't I get that?
Wow, that is something, bro. That is the craziest, wildest thing.
So it lets you know how real the strong Black woman trauma actually is. It is, man. It is not this fake thing that people just came up with. Yeah, it is not. There's no sense. Like, introduce me to the strong Black woman that wanted to be a strong Black woman.
There you go.
They don't exist. No strong Black woman wanted to be a strong Black woman.
I'm gonna go out here and go through all this shit and make me tough and hardened. Yes, right. That's the life I want.
None of them wanted
Sign me up.
None of them wanted that. And I'm not suggesting that they all wanted this. Was what they call it, soft era. Like, I'm not suggesting that. Of course. But nobody wants to be out here struggling.
Yeah, to go through that trauma.
Nobody wants
to harden you.
No.
Like women are supposed to be soft, gentile, feminine, and all that stuff. Like, I doubt any woman wants to be, I need to be this way. Oh, no. You wish you didn't have to be that, but you had no choice.
You didn't have a choice.
You had babies to raise. Mm-hmm. You had to protect the cubs.
Yeah. You didn't get an option in it. Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. So that made you a little jealous. Like, I wish I could get that from my mom.
I wish. I was happy for you.
Thank you, man.
I really was happy for you, man.
Wow. Yeah, that was enlightening, man. Mm-hmm. That was enlightening. Wow. Well, who knows? Maybe one day your mom will do that to you.
Right. You just leave the door open.
Hey,
I just keep throwing the nuggets. Like, hey,
I hope she catch it.
Like, hey.
It's like, all right, fine.
Like, no,
when you want to talk, you're like, yes.
No, we'll see. Right. Got your ass.
Gotcha. Yes. Yeah. Well, I'll be hopeful that happens for you.
Right.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We got topics we gotta get to.
Yeah, get these topics.
We're gonna get to some stuff. JL, let the people know where they can follow you at, connect with you at, and all that good stuff, and how they can become a Dapper fellow. We're going to talk about that when we come back, everybody.
Got you. So IG, Instagram, _Dapper fella, not the _ Dapper fella. Dapper fella spelled exactly the way it sounds. DAPPERFELLA. On Twitter is Dapperfella _JAH. Again, as Dapperfella _JAH.
Yeah. We'll be right back right here on Call Talk Podcast. For those who are listening, if it's in you, if you have a fractured relationship with a family member, maybe a loved one, I don't know, anyone that, like J.I. was saying earlier, that is close to you, to where that relationship means something. Do your part. That's all. Do your part. Okay, we'll be right back. Right here, Close Talk Time.
Butter soft leather, go getter, getting money since we caught a cheddar. Got that mo better blues. You fucking get a clue, acting like they never knew. A bucket full of tears, make a hater shed a few. Close range, baby, no pain, no gain. Been a dope man, spitting soda with the cocaine. Pinky ring, gold chain, dancing on a couple thousand boogie like it's Soul Train. Half of y'all small change, Teddy P mansions. Niggas in a different league, ready for expansion. Some of y'all basic, we gon' hit them with advanced shit. Fucking up the game, see what happens when they plan shit. Straight shooter, can't miss. Big man on campus, Picasso on a canvas. Know it all, nigga, for sure, got all the answers. Can't tell me nothing, my niggas up with the bands. It's fly shit, never landed, understand it.
Well, I'm taking off, caught on a flight. They used to kite, scared of heights, but I'm fly like the rights. The jewelry bright, now they used to me grinning. Been winning, only give us some D like Ben Simmons. We pitch like we Clemens, Teddy pinned it all down. Close the door, you can read about me right now. Smooth like Ephesians, cool like shade, so behave while I'm breezing. Fade MJ, cool rays any season. Your face concave any day, no reason. And shaped like a vegan. Out of space, escape off trees that I'm breathing. Y'all betray us, can relax with the treason. Cause about cash, knew that before meeting. 100-yard dash, my stash, I'm still feeding. Told them that the fast won't last, we still eating. Buttercream seats, better on feet. 20-inch cleats.
They showed me the top and so I came for it. Dropping all of this fly shit like a plane toilet. I'm one of the best to ever come around. I've been running up checks all in the underground. Oh, I don't care how y'all play. Y'all niggas is Play-Doh, I'm more playoff clay. And the whole league know that when I'm banging, I lead to more rings than Paul Heyman. I'm raining, young nigga go get the poncho. This the front row of the Sugar Ray and Camacho. Big bags, security carry big mags. We be coastal rolling, you would think it was Six Flags. Shit's bad, it's the hard white in the zip bag. Flip that to the helicopters and lift pad. Legacy, it's the Teddy P of the pedigree. No clone, they can never see being a better me, Ronnie. Nigga.
All right, we back right here on Club Talk Podcast. The Dapper fellow himself is here, healing people. They're healing the goddamn host of the show. Shit, gotta be preparing relationships and everything, man. I think we both been very open and honest and transparent.
Yeah.
With a lot here as grown men. And this is smooth, ladies and gentlemen, huh? I mean, y'all know I don't do this, but hey, I am coherent. I can still run the show.
Listen, man, we'll take care of you, man. You're my guy.
Yes. Would you encourage me to drink more often?
No. No, I would not. I would not. Nah, man. Baby steps, man. Maybe once a month. Maybe once a month. No,
once a month.
Baby steps, man.
Okay. Oh, man.
You gotta crawl before you walk, man.
Yes.
Crawl before you walk.
Okay. All right. So our kids, is the school system failing our children today? I read a study pertaining to test grades, lowest they ever been. What is going on in our school systems? Why are we failing? It's the school system, not us, but because you work in education system, and you can speak firsthand. What's going on with? Let's talk about the test scoring, then we'll kind of peel layers back from that. The test scores, why are they lower than they ever been? What's going on with our school system?
So that is such a layered question.
There's a lot to unpack with that.
Because there's so many factors with that. I think people don't really understand how much COVID played a role in because there was already a level of miseducation prior to COVID.
Okay.
I think what COVID did was it exponentially made it more profound. And it made it more obvious.
Okay.
Like, so meaning, and what I mean by that is it made the haves, like it made more obvious who the haves are, and it made more obvious who the have-nots are.
We got to see it now.
It just further defined it, like who are the have-nots and who are the haves.
I see.
Like, so, and even beyond that, like, what COVID did was it brought to the light these tests, the tests itself, like that we should all be questioning and that we should all be wondering, like, wait a minute, like if this many people are failing this test, could it be that there's something wrong with the test? Why is no one asking that question?
Not the students themselves.
Not the students themselves.
I think the first thing is like the kids are dumb. The kids aren't learning. The teachers are failing the kids.
I will say COVID played a major role. Because you're talking about essentially where you had a large amount of kids who lacked resources.
Okay.
Let me emphasize that.
Okay.
Like, because the kids who had the resources, there was no effect. There was at least not enough to bring attention to it.
Yeah. For the stats to stagger.
Yeah. Like, but for the people who already did not have resources, like when you're talking about removing them from that level of structure for 2 years.
Now we see. I got you now.
Like so. I mean,
pulling
imagine
the cover off.
Yeah, imagine being in a relationship with someone and then you go 2 years without talking to them.
Yeah.
No interaction.
Yeah.
And then you put y'all back in the room together. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, it's going to be.
Do you think it's just going to pick up where you left off?
Yeah.
No, there's going to be some stagger there.
Yep.
There's going to be some. Wait, we need to figure out how, like, because now we don't know what happened. You've become this completely different person, like who I don't even recognize, and now I got to figure out: do I even still like you?
Right.
Like who this person you are? Like
so I got to learn this new pasta recipe.
So man, and then you're talking about this happened to kids in their most profound development years. Like, so you're talking about elementary kids who then became middle school kids, and middle school kids who then became high school kids who, were supposed to go to college. I mean, maybe it didn't so much affect them because by that time
they were on their way out.
You're on your way out. Yeah. So but those grades where those test scores are really observed, 3rd grade, 7th, 8th grade, like 10th grade. Those scores are really, those are the crucial ones where the scores are really going to be observed.
Gotcha.
Like, it impacted them. Like, so our current 10th graders, when COVID happened, they were 7th graders.
Right. And now they're coming back and
now they're 10th graders. Like, and we're asking them to know shit that they like didn't get as 6th and 7th graders.
Right.
Or 7th and 8th graders, however the math works out. So, and then our current 8th graders would have been what, 4th graders, 4th or 5th graders?
Damn.
But this is crucial information that they missed out on. Or our current 3rd graders who would have been in kindergarten, who needed that baseline of how do I do this thing? How do I sit in a classroom for 5 to 6 hours consistently and be able to focus on this one thing when you had 2 consecutive years where there was no structure.
No.
Like, so, man, people can't just act like that shit just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like what? No. And then here's the other side of it is what it brought to light, what COVID really brought to light is how y'all view educators.
Ooh. Talk about that.
How y'all actually do view educators? Like what are we really to y'all? Especially when you talk about the places that lack resources. I'm gonna tell you this.
Parents were hell.
I'm just saying, like, I see it all the time, like, and it irritates me to my soul. Like, and I hope to God, like, that all the parents whose kids I educate, I hope that at some point they get to hear exactly what I'm saying.
Wow.
But it irks my soul, some of the stuff I see in the school and then see the lack of engagement or reaction from parents. Because here's my thing. If parents were on it, teachers would work harder. Bottom line. Teachers work as hard as parents push. If parents pushed, they'd work harder.
One hand washes the other.
But all of it worked together. And when I mean push, I don't mean like be a fucking asshole.
Right.
I'm saying like be a part of the community of educating your child.
I think
Like
it doesn't just fall on all.
It does not just all fall.
Well, he's yours now for these. I gotta go to work. You got him for 8 hours. I'll come and pick him up.
No,
that's your job. When we get home, I'm tired.
And then here's the thing.
That's your job to educate my boy.
And that's the thing. And so let's talk about it. Yes. Okay, cool. Yes, it is your.
They pay you to teach, right? Teach.
It is my responsibility, and I'm in 1,000% agree.
So back with that.
So let's talk about it. Let's unpack that. Yes, it is my job to teach your child. But is it then my job to teach your child when your child is disrespectful and it cannot sit still to learn the things that I'm trying to teach? Whose job is that?
At home.
So explain to me what it is that you aren't doing. Because what you are not doing is hindering me from what I'm supposed to do. And then that goes into the miseducation of children. Because I see this in the school I'm at, and it irks my soul. And I'm doing everything I can to fight against it. But essentially what happens is kids get removed from the class because they're now a disturbance to the classroom. And so I am a big fan of, listen, one person is not going to sink this ship. Not going to let one person sink this ship. Like, so you got to go. Damn. So now you're removed from the classroom because you can't be in there. Like, and now you're not being educated.
And there's another one.
And now it's another. And it just begins. Yeah. And that's how the cycle begins. Yeah. Like so now for me as an educator, as a dean, I'm always of the mindset where I'm challenging teachers like, hey, well, wait a minute. We got to figure out something out to keep this child in the room because they're not gaining any education by sitting and looking at my pretty face. They're not getting anything educationally from that. Now, I think I got a pretty good face to look at. But respectfully.
Judging by the voluptuous women that showed up.
Yes, I'm just saying. But man, we got to find a way to like educate this child for them to be in the room, being educated. You are crucial. What you have to say is crucial. They need to hear it. Even if they're not learning by osmosis, they're going to pick up something if they're just in the room. Yeah. Like, so they need to be in the room. So I in my position, I'm going to do my part to challenge the teachers. Yeah. At the same time, we got to challenge these parents. Now, wait a minute. Like, they're not acting like this because it's just some special thing that they only do at school. Like, wait a minute. If they bad here, they bad there too. Right. Like, no, hold on. Like, you need to get your child together. Yeah. And we're not going to just act like this nonsense just isn't happening. And you're treating it like it is. And this is a irky thing for me that I hear from parents, like when they say, oh, well, it looks like you just can't control them. And my thing is like, it is not my job to control them. Frankly, especially in middle school. Oh, wow, yeah. Like control? Like, that's not what this is. It is not a penitentiary. Right. Like, I'm not controlling anyone. I'm here to educate. Right. I'm here to illuminate free thought is what I'm doing. Like, this is not a control thing. I don't want you to be staggered and I don't want you to be a robot and no, I want you to have free thought. But frankly, I need you to be able to sit still for at least 20 consecutive minutes so you can get this information. Yeah. Because that is what illuminates your thought. Yeah. But it is your inability to sit still for 20 minutes. 20 goddamn minutes. But my thing is, 20 consecutive minutes. Consecutive minutes. It is that inability that is keeping you from gaining the information that will illuminate your thought. And that's all I'm saying. Yeah. But that don't happen at school. You don't learn that at school. Yeah. Now you might learn that as a part of the structure that school presents. Right. Yeah. But school doesn't teach you how to sit still. Home teaches you that. We provide the structure that reinforces what home is supposed to teach. There we go. That's what we do. Yeah. Your role isn't to be father and teacher. Yeah. My role is to educate you, to teach you. Like, so man, people, like, I'm not of the mindset of hearing that teachers have just somehow become worse. No, they haven't. That's the narrative. Because no. These teachers are failing these kids. These teachers, they can't control the classroom. I think we all, as a community, are failing children. I think all of us. As a community. Why do they just lump it all on educators? Because it's easy. In the exact same way that they lumped it on us to come back to working at schools when COVID was happening. They said that we had to come back. You know why? Because they needed us for their economy to work.
Like a bailout.
They needed us. Meaning, if we didn't show back up to work, if the teachers decided, no, we ain't going, then who's going to take care of these kids so everybody else can go to their jobs?
That's why those strikes was happening.
That's why. So, no, miss me with that.
Wow.
You're going to have to miss me with that. Like, so if y'all really ready to unpack this thing, then let's do it. Like, but if y'all ain't ready to like really talk about it, like, no, man, y'all needed us. The teachers have always and always will be the horses, and y'all pay us like we nothing. And y'all treat us like we nothing. Like, no, teachers have always been the horses of this economy. Always. Since day one.
Damn. It's tough to argue against it.
There is no argument.
You can't argue against it.
There is no argument. Now, do I feel like that teachers should always be held to a high level of accountability? Absolutely. Anyone that's educating your child, that's influencing your child, that's providing any level of impact on your child should be held to a high level of accountability. Right. Anyone, including yourself. Including yourself.
Education doesn't just stop at the school.
Education does not start. No, we supplement the education that you're providing at home.
Wow. What? That's interesting because I mean, I don't have children myself, but I'm thinking like, okay, if I was a parent, am I looking at it because like I just think it's their sole responsibility to educate my child or children and I don't have no part in that? Or is it because like I really don't frankly care to be a part of the community?
I think it's a little bit of everything.
Culmination of all that.
I think it's a culmination of a lot of different things.
Because my son come home from school and, you know, just like.
I think it's. I think it's the age old story of the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah.
Like, because go look in those white communities who have, and they participate in that process. They absolutely participate. And I don't even want to make it a white-black thing. It's haves and have-nots.
It's facts.
Like the people who have, they participate in that, and their children are beneficiaries of that. Like the people who have not, because of all these different reasons, like lack of resources, just unable to give that level of time and that level of care to it, like because you got all these other things going on. The person who suffers because of that is the child, is the student, and that is just very simply a fact. And these test scores that y'all try to harp on about teachers, no, what supports that is the people who lack the resources, the adults who lack resources, because the kids who are struggling on their tests are coming from non-affluent schools. Period. Like people like tried to like make this big deal about LeBron James' school, his second chance school, or was it
his charter school? Right?
Yeah, his charter school. Yeah. But he's taking in kids who come from homes who don't have resources.
That's right. Explain that.
Like that is the explanation.
That's it.
Did we give them a better facility? Did we give them better teachers? Whatever that means. Maybe. Like, but man, if you don't change home, then all that extra stuff don't matter.
We can build the brightest facility in the world.
And it won't matter because the fact is you're only going to be there for 6.5 hours.
I got this $10 million facility. We got the basketball court. We got the football field. We got soccer. We got tennis. We got hockey for the kids.
The fact is
we got after school programs.
Here's the fact. The fact is you're here for 6.5 hours and there's another 17.5 hours in the day. And that's not counting Saturday and Sunday. And the holidays. And the summer breaks. And the breaks. That's not counting that time when you're not here. We make up, what? Not even half? Well, no, half. Half. But still, it's a lot of time when you're not here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time when you're not here. So
the reinforcing shouldn't stop.
It shouldn't stop. No, we reinforce.
Right.
That's the problem.
The forcing should.
Y'all think that enforcement starts with us. It does not.
Reverse it.
No, it was never supposed to start with us. It was never.
That's the problem.
That's the
Everyone
problem.
Think that you're supposed to do
No, we reinforce. And that's the problem. Like, no.
The mindset towards it.
Yes. Y'all think it is just this magical thing. You just drop them off. Right. And then like they become this different person upon leaving. Like, dude, do you know how fucking hard that is? Like they've been with you for years developing all these bad habits. Right. And you expect me in 6.5 hours out of 24 to correct all that shit and educate them? What the fuck? Like, that don't even begin to make sense. Like, there's no logic to that. There is no logic to support that. None. I'm sorry. Like, no, don't try to pass the buck on this thing. No, parents need to be reminded, hey, you put this motherfucker in the world. You did that.
Right.
Not us.
Right. They're like, oh, they're your responsibility now.
No. No.
I'll be there when pickup time is
ready. See, that's no. No, parents gotta take up some of this blame. Parents have to take up some of this blame.
Wow.
Like, no. And when I say some, I mean a vast majority. A vast majority. Like, you knew your kid wasn't doing shit in 2 years and they was at home. You knew that.
Let's not pretend.
Let's not act. Yeah. Like, they in 7th grade now. Like, man, when they was in 4th and 5th grade, they wasn't doing shit. And you know they wasn't doing shit.
Damn.
And you know it. Like, don't sit here and look me in my face and try to act like
it's my fault.
Don't do that.
Wow.
Don't do that.
Wow.
Please don't do that. Please do not insult my intelligence.
Yeah.
No, because they would not be this far behind.
That's crazy. Like, we talking about how the haves and the have-nots, the ones who have the resources and the ones who don't have the resources, we clearly see that when we pull up statistics.
It's right there in the statistics.
It's right in our faces.
It's right there. Because why is no one questioning why the affluent schools are still doing at pretty much the same? Now, did they take a step back? Yeah, it took a bit of a step back. Like, but no one's questioning why they are still doing relatively well.
Yeah, because I think
they're only questioning why we're doing so much worse.
Right. Yeah.
That's the only thing they're questioning.
Yeah. So I think that this research stat that I read from NPR, it was saying like in the terms that we're using, the ones who have the resources, their test scores only drop 2%. Mm-hmm. And the ones who don't have the resource dropped a staggering 14 to 20 plus percent on reading tests, on math tests. That's a whole letter grade. While 2 points is still in that. If you got a 98 and you drop to a 96, you're still, but we're talking letter grades.
We're talking letter grades. Yeah. 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 Teachers can't take all the blame for that. Yeah. They cannot. Educators cannot take all the blame for that. Dude, like, and then the other side of that is, man, look how many teachers left because of COVID. And not that they left because of COVID. They left because of the realization that COVID brought to people. Like, that y'all really don't give a fuck about us. Right. Y'all really don't. Yeah. That was the realization.
That was very telling.
Y'all really don't give a fuck about us.
That's crazy.
Y'all really don't care about teachers. Y'all could care less if we're okay or not. As long as your economy is flowing good, it's fuck us.
China whooping ass over there, but they cleaning us up, boy.
Listen, man.
We don't stand a chance. We're gonna send our best. Like, oh, come on, send them over here, you dumb fucks. Send them on over here. Clean them on up.
Just saying, man. All I'm saying is, like, man, it was a mass exodus of teachers that left education. It was a mass exodus. Like Ohio is still in a massive like teacher shortage in math and science. Really? Yes. Massive shortage.
Massive.
Yes.
Dang.
Like, that's why they're paying people more to teach math and science, because it's such a crazy shortage. Like, yeah, like,
God, nobody want to do it. And they showed how they really felt about teachers and education system.
And then so here's the thing. Man. So my question then is this: like, what are we doing proactively to change that? Like, let's look at the stats and let's like really evaluate it. If we know, we have an acute awareness that there are less people who are going to college to major in education. That is a fact.
Yeah.
More people are going into the tech world, like computer science, computer engineering. There's like that's increasing massively.
Yeah.
Like, so, okay, what are we doing to remediate that as educators? Like, as people, administrators who make decisions.
Okay.
Like, what are we doing specifically for that? How do we remediate that? How do we bring in more educators who are young? Like, not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we need to bring in a new wave of educators. That's the questions we need to be asking. So how do we rethink this? And I have answers. I have very simple, not complicated answers like to this question.
So we good on Miss Phyllis?
So this is one thing that I will offer that I would say that you should do. This is one thing that I will offer.
All right.
Say you're a school district, right?
Okay.
And you have tracked so many students or whatever, and you tell them if you pick up this path like similar to any other program, college program where they pretty much pay for your school, we'll say we will pay for your school.
Yes.
Kind of like how City Year like does in their own way. Like we would say we will pay for your schooling under the guise that when you finish, you will give us 3 years of service. And then when you give us the 3 years of service, we will pay you this much money on your 3 years of service. If you choose to stay after that, we will bump your pay to this.
You're creating incentives to want to be there.
You incentivize people to want to be there.
You have to incentivize.
Yep.
And we have to create curriculums and programs.
We have to create curriculums and programs to do that. We thinking people just want to do this shit intrinsically, and they don't.
Yeah, they don't want to be there.
They don't want to be there.
They don't want to be there.
Like,
their attitudes are already shot.
I'm not even thinking about the kids. I'm talking about the adults.
Yeah, the adults.
The fucking adults.
Yeah, they don't want to.
They don't want to fucking be there. They're not trying to deal with your badass kid.
Talking back to me and shit.
No one wants to deal with your badass kid talking back to them. No one wants to deal with that.
Can't put my
now,
hands
it is beneficial. It works out for me because I know how to develop really good relationships with people. Yes. So, and people figure out pretty quickly, I'm a no-nonsense kind of person. Tell, listen, you say some dumb shit to me, I'm going to say some dumb shit right back. Like, that was, who the fuck you talking to?
You don't play with them.
I said that to a kid. She shut down so fast. Oh, she said something crazy. I said, who are you talking to? I look, and she was like, no one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Yeah. Keep that to yourself. Yeah. You can talk as much shit about me as you want, but keep doing it in your head.
Yeah. Because
the moment you say it out loud.
Yeah.
The fuck? Who the fuck you talking to?
She's talking like that at home.
There's no doubt in my mind. Like, but we have to create.
Incentivize.
We have to incentivize. Like, and then like we need a new wave of educators. You need a new wave. You need new thought. You need new energy. You need new inspiration of people to come in and like reinvigorate this thing.
Damn.
And we're doing nothing to reinvigorate it. We're just expecting people
to just want to do it.
To just want to do it. And it's not happening. It's not happening. Yeah. It is not happening.
Yeah.
Like, or even I would even go a step further and say, people who go into the field of education shouldn't have to take out loans.
Ooh, really?
Shouldn't have to.
Wow.
The incentive for educators should not be that they have to take out loans and then teach for 5 years to maybe have the loans forgiven.
You don't agree with that?
No. I think people who go into the field of education shouldn't have to have loans to begin with. They shouldn't have to take out loans. Because again, the government, you have shown us that you need us. Okay. You've shown me that you need, that you fucking need me. So why should I have to pay you back
if you need me?
When you need me?
Okay, I see where you're going now.
You need me. No, I shouldn't have to.
Right.
Because it's not making sense. Because literally all it would take is for every teacher one day to say, fuck this shit.
We all fucked. All your kids are
now,
fucked.
what you gonna do? What's your plan? What's your plan, government? What's your plan? What is your plan? Like, that's literally all it would take. If they, for a week, would just say, you know what? Fuck this shit. I ain't doing it.
Yo, that would be crazy. Oh, a collapse.
Do you know how much of a what?
Oh, that would be wild.
The world would fall on its head.
That would be wild to see.
It would fall on its head.
How would
So you telling me if teachers have that much power?
I should have to take out loans.
No. And that's the incentive.
Dude, going back to creative.
Hey, no loans. Nah.
Wow.
We're gonna find some federal grant money for you. Oh, you want to be an educator? We're gonna find some grant money for you.
Yes.
You should not have to take out no loans. Just on the strength of that alone. You should not have to take out any loans, but you have to declare as an education major.
Okay.
You have to declare as an education major, meaning you can't be taking other classes, major. Yeah, you can't be double majoring in something. No, you have to be an education. You have to declare as an education major. Now you can minor like in English or something, or like saying some bullshit like that. Yeah. Like, but
something that
or like
to the education.
field. Something that relates in the education field. Yeah, like, but that's. I'm saying if you want answers, here you go. I just gave you 2.
Very big ones.
I'm saying if you do that in a matter of 5 to 10 years, we could shift this entire thing. We could shift this entire thing in 5 to 10 years.
That's fast.
We really could. But they don't want to. They don't want to.
They just want you to do it.
Yeah. Because again, it's supposed to be this intrinsic thing. It's supposed to be what you want to be. It's not about the money. Man, fuck that. It is about the money. Yes. You're dealing with a different generation of people.
Yeah, people that make a living.
No, people want to make a living.
Yeah.
Like a reasonable living. Like, and I haven't even gotten started on that. Like teachers, educators should be able to make a reasonable living where they don't have to like pick up a second job. That should be a thing for an educator.
It's about time.
I don't care what level you're at. Even if you're first starting, you should be able to make a reasonable, as an educator, if we're trying to make McDonald's a job where you can make a reasonable living, you're trying to, and educators ain't getting a raise. Yeah. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with our community, with our world? If McDonald's can become a place where you can make a living dropping some fries, but educators got to have a second job.
Right.
Like, but educators got to Uber in the afternoon. Like, wait a minute, there's something wrong with this.
I'm looking up the average salary of educator. Average salary.
What is it, like 57,000, something like that?
Should I put educator or teacher?
You can put educator.
Okay. Well, teacher pops up first. So, average salary of a teacher. Here we go.
What is it?
Okay, so they break it down. Okay, so here we go. The average salary of a teacher in the U.S. Mm-hmm. The average public school teacher salary in the United States is $57,000.
That's what I just said. Yeah, it's like 57,000.
57,000, and this is reported February of this year. Mm-hmm. So this is current, and they typically falls in between 48. The highest earning teachers would be in the 70,000s. Yeah. So we're talking from 48,000 would be your lowest paying. Median range is 57. Your highest paid would be.
Dude, that's not 70. Even middle class. It's barely. If it is middle class, it's barely middle class.
And I would assume most are in that 48 range.
Because most of them are like just starting.
Right.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna cut it.
It's not gonna cut it. It's not going to cut it.
Incentives. Take away the loans. Let's create incentives.
Let's raise that for that initial pay. Let's raise it up.
So what would you think should be the average? Should it be across the board no matter what grade level?
I think the average should be 80. Average. Yes. I think if you're coming into education, you should be starting at 60. That's where the bar should start.
Starting at 60.
Yes. They need to be able to make a livable wage. Right. Like, and I mean like comfortable, livable wage. Like comfortable. Yeah. Like, give them a reason to want to come back to this motherfucker.
Right. Because I'm going to be looking at my pay stubs like, is this worth it to do?
Is it worth it? When I can not deal with all these motherfuckers and make more. Like, no, it's not worth it. To some people. To most people. Especially people in our generation. Yeah. We ain't dealing with no bullshit if we don't have to.
Wow.
No, again, a different generation of thought. Like this ain't our parents who was built on that. Like it was ingrained in them to deal with bullshit, and that's how you get by. Sometimes you have to deal with bullshit. Yep. It was ingrained in them to do that. Us, we like, yo, fuck this. Right. I'm not doing this.
Right.
No, I will walk away.
Yeah. And that's what happened.
And that's exactly what's happening.
It's like, oh, y'all need us now. Y'all panicking. Oh.
Because y'all need us. Listen, man. Like, I was paying close attention. I said, oh, y'all motherfuckers need us, man. Listen, man. I just need teachers just one day. If they ever decide this is happening, I will be at the front of the line. Like, nigga.
Motherfuckers about to shoot
what?
Shit bricks. They're like, what are we going to do?
Listen, the government
take my
would
kids?
shit bricks.
Yeah.
Would shit bricks. Because the world will fall on its face. Would fall on its face. And I would love every second of it. Every second.
You'll love every bit of it.
Every bit.
You have to sit back.
Because what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What's your plan, government?
Beg for y'all to come back.
I bet you will find that money. I bet you'll find it. Y'all listen. Y'all found money to give Ukraine.
Woo!
Like y'all found that. Like
quickly.
You telling me you can't find the money?
We got y'all. Don't worry.
You telling me you can't find?
It's coming.
I mean, it don't even. Or I'll even take it a step further. Like, okay, let's say that you don't have money to give teachers raises, whatever, but you do have money where you could give out food stamps to teachers. What if you did that? What if you set up a program for teachers, like, regardless of how much they were being paid, because you were an educator, you shouldn't have to pay for food. We're going to provide you with a blank stipend so you have food stamps every month. And if you have children, we'll increase the amount.
They really sweetening the deal. It's hard to walk away from that.
I'm just saying.
You provide me with a livable wage, food. I get a bump in that if I have dependents and no loans.
I'm just saying.
You making it sweet. That make motherfuckers who don't care about education like, yo, I'll sign up. Like,
I'll sign up and be an educator. I'll teach somebody's motherfucking child. That wasn't even a career field for me, but I'll switch my fucking major. Hold up. Like,
let me go to the admin office and switch my major.
I'm saying, how are we making it sweet? I mean, it's already sweet enough for all these other career fields because they're getting all the money in the world.
Yeah.
Like, so like, if you're telling me you can't give teachers more money, okay, cool. Can you give them food stamps?
Give them something.
Can you give them free Medicare, free Medicaid? Can you do that? Can you give them free healthcare? Is that a thing? Is that possible? And I know it is. You just don't want to do it because you haven't had to. No different than the restaurant community. Why they won't pay their servers and put it on us to pay them in tips. It ain't different. Like, they know that they don't have to because no one's going to challenge it.
No one's challenging it enough.
So there's no incentive for them to change it.
They ain't felt that pressure like that.
But if they ever did,
they'll find that money.
They will find it. They would find the money. They would find the money.
Breaking news here
like,
on
shit.
MSNBC.
Listen, see, now I'm scared for this to air, man. Right,
they gonna come for you.
They gonna come find me.
Ooh, you gonna be canceled.
We gotta get rid of this.
They gonna find a scandal to come out like, hi, he's winning.
Right. Right. They gonna find a scandal. They gonna find all the dirt on me. I should just go ahead and tell y'all everything I done did. Shit. Let me tell y'all everything I did now.
Ohio Dean. House was raided.
Like, damn. Like,
damn, that's heavy. Wow. Damn.
Yes.
Shit, man. Well, that answers it.
That's my take on it, man. Like, I think all of us play a role.
Yeah.
I think we all have to be held accountable to the miseducation of our young people in our community. Man, but the buck starts at home. Like, parents gotta like look in the mirror. And I know that's a layered thing to say because everybody goes through different shit. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like their availability, like, or even beyond their availability, because a lot of them don't do it because they don't know that shit. They don't know it. True. Like, and so dealing with the embarrassment of that, like, you know what I'm saying? Because all these factors are different. But I'm gonna be honest with you when I say this, man. Listen, my mama figured that shit out.
Damn.
So my level of sympathy is like really low.
Damn.
Cause my mama figured that shit out. I remember having to sit at that dinner table for 3 hours
Shit.
daily.
Damn.
I remember that shit. Wow. Like even when my shit was done.
Man, your mom ain't play.
My mom did not play. Like
that's why you so different in college.
What you mean?
When I tell you like when you first got around all of us, like you carried yourself differently.
I mean, maybe that was a reason.
You took it like your approach to shit was like no nonsense when it came to not only just the academics, but how you carried yourself.
Yeah,
too.
my mom was very.
It was very no nonsense. She was like, well,
everybody in my family is very much so no nonsense. My grandfather is very much so no nonsense. Sense. Does not play. Very few words. Yeah. Listen, man. Listen, when he speak, the earth shakes. You hear me? I'd be like, will he about to say something? I'd be like, hey, is somebody, hey, bro, shut the fuck up, man. Yeah, like, my grandfather talking, man. Need you to shut the fuck up, man. Like,
nah, I feel that.
Nah, so like, I mean, maybe, yeah, my influences were very much so no nonsense. So maybe that's where I get it from. Yeah. But yeah, man, like it's layered. We all gotta.
It's a whole community that takes
It's a community, yeah. We all gotta take part in that.
Wow. Shit. Good time for a break. That's a lot. I'm pretty sure your house is being tracked right now.
Probably, man.
Your phone has been tracked.
Probably, right. They call it already, man.
Your phone's is going
like, who the fuck is that nigga?
JL, if you care to drop your socials again, I don't know if you're going to do it now.
Right.
Matter of fact, don't follow me.
I mean, nah, come looking for me.
You don't duck no smoke.
Right. IG _Dapper fella. Again, IG _Dapper fella. Twitter Dapper fella _JAH. Again, that is on Twitter Dapper fella _JAH.
All right, we'll be right back right now. Talk podcast. Don't go nowhere.
Let's get it.
I'm the big dog, stay high, stay fly. I can bury myself, kids good if I die. And bitch, you can't claim that I'm clean like Ajax. Y'all niggas on some clown shit, and homie don't play that. I'm running this shit, keep having fun with this shit. Even if I'm in church, I got a gun in that bitch. Oh, and by the way, you better cuff that chick. She keep looking over here, but I don't want that bitch. Yeah, I lost a couple friends, but I doubled my ends. In a custom-made tee, I'm blowing smoke in the wind. I win, you lose, them niggas sleep, let them snooze. Got a blunt full of purple, smoking on Ivan Ooze. Eggplant phones, bitch, your man ain't on. Nigga gotta stand trial for catching bodies on the song. My name's Storm Steez, I get hair like weed. Baby, I am the shit, stick to me like fleas.
Yeah, we back right here on Claw Talk Podcast. JL is still here. By now, he's a mark man. He's
They coming for me.
Right. You just said behind the scenes, you still ain't scared of these motherfuckers.
Still ain't scared. That was the title of our
yep.
Still ain't scared, man.
Yeah, because
it should change.
Because at that point you was in some racial debates with some white fellas who was on the podcast, and they wanted to they wanted to smoke with you.
Hey, and I still ain't scared. It should change, man. It should change. Listen, man.
Yo, man, I was like, holy shit. They're like, I'm not a racist.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I'm sorry, man.
I never did nothing to you, so I'm a racist.
Okay, if you're not anti-racist, then you are racist.
Damn.
And I stand on that.
That was your whole argument.
Bottom line. If you are not anti-racist, then you are a racist. What are you doing to combat racism? If you are doing nothing, you are a racist.
You stand up.
Because if you're doing nothing, then you're enabling a system of racism. This is actually not that complicated. It really isn't. Like, guys, it really isn't.
They couldn't understand that.
And I don't know why that's confusing.
Because I think they were looking at a position like, I didn't do anything to you.
Got you. And you don't have to do anything yourself to me that is negative. Or in your case, you're thinking in forms of bigotry. Which is okay, cool. Assholes are bigots. But I'm saying, but if you're going to look me in my face and tell me that you are not a racist, give me an example of how you are not a racist.
You don't want to just hear, well, I didn't call you the N-word. So
okay.
Great. You're not supposed to.
Okay, you're not supposed to. That's nice. That's nice. I mean, unless you want to get knocked the fuck out. Like, because that made me think, like, man, I wanted to tell you about this, man. This shit happened.
Somebody called you N-word?
No.
Oh.
I wish a motherfucker would. So first off, so you know I work with basically number white people.
Oh, okay.
I'm like literally the only black man.
Really? Damn.
Not a joke.
For real?
I'm not even exaggerating.
Like the only black? Yeah.
I'm the only black man. It's just me. Even when contractors come in, I'm still the only black man.
God damn.
It's just me.
Shit.
So let me tell you what happened. So this student who is Hispanic, he got in trouble for saying the N-word, right?
Oh, Lord.
So it was a bunch of other stuff that happened, but he ended up getting suspended. So him using the N-word was just like kind of one thing, but he did a bunch of other stuff afterwards. But that was like kind of a thing that needed to be talked about. Like, so when I called his mom on his return meeting, I'm talking to her and she goes, what did she say? She's like, well, he gets that from me because I say that with my friends. Now, keep in mind, this woman is Hispanic.
Oh, wow.
Hispanic.
She's not a black woman.
Not a black woman. A Hispanic woman. A POC. Like, but not a NIGGA. Like, so.
Yes. Wow.
And so I'm on the phone. I was like, at first I was confused. Like, cause I started to peep game on how when you like are, when you're non-problematic in a white world, people like, they assimilate you into that world. And like, it's almost like they forget that you're black.
Right. Yeah.
Like, and so I had to like, I paused. I was like, you do know I'm black, right? And she was like, yeah. I was like, Mom, I don't think you should be saying it either. She's like, well, why not? I said, because you're not black.
Simple as that.
That's all the reason I need. And then she went, what did she say? She said something. She's like, yeah. And she's like, I guess you're right. I guess no one should really be saying it. I was like, no, just you. Just you. Just you. I was like, because whether I should be saying it or not, I can say it.
Right.
It's okay when I say it. You shouldn't say it at all. White people especially shouldn't say it.
Lord have mercy.
But I tell you that story.
Yes.
To tell you, there's this white lady that I work with who I'm super cool with.
Okay.
This is one of my homies. I see her as like, she's like a big sister to me. Nice. She's a white lady.
Okay.
But she's like a big sister. Like, and she has a black husband. Like, yeah, I'm gonna let you unpack that yourself.
Okay.
Like, so like, she was telling me about how, she asked me how I felt about
the N-word?
About white people saying the N-word or people, non-black people saying the N-word. Wow. And my response was, I was like, I'll smack the shit out of you. I looked her dead in the face and she was like, is he serious? I was like, no, I'm serious. Damn, I'll smack the shit out of you. Don't say that shit in my presence. And so then she like, you know, she was like, well, I don't say it. But she was like, but my husband grew up with this white guy who they're cool with, who they allow to say the N-word. And I was like, listen.
All right.
I was like, what happens in the comfort of y'all's home is y'all's business. Yeah. It don't have nothing to do with me. Right. I was like, but if that white boy come around me,
it say that to me.
It say that in my presence. He don't have to say it to me. If you say it in my presence. Yeah. I said, I'm gonna smack the shit out of that white boy. Just so we're clear. I'm gonna smack the shit out of him. I was like, and I don't know how your husband's gonna take that. I was like, but we just gonna be some fight niggas because tell your friend, don't say that shit in my presence. Yeah, really don't say it at all. Dude, but especially, nah, man. Like, just because that one black friend is cool with you saying it doesn't mean all black people are cool with you saying it.
Right. Like, you got a pass everywhere.
I was like, man, miss me with that bullshit. Like, listen, I'm over this, man. This whole black people inviting everybody to the cookout, man. No, black people were invited, and that's it.
They do something cool, like, yeah, he invited.
No, you're still not invited.
He dance like us.
Just because you found some little rhythm, no, you're not invited.
Dress like us, you invited.
No,
Oh, you said a slang word. You invited.
No.
You not a line dance? Invited.
No. It's a no for me. It's a no.
Just because you don't know how to do cultural black shit doesn't mean you
I don't care. I know that we're cool. I get it. We are pop. We are the popular genre. We are. It's us. Like, no,
to the barbecue.
you're not invited.
Damn.
Like, no, you can watch from the outside.
Fuck.
Like, but you are not invited in, man. No, I'm sorry. Like, no, you're not gonna say that shit in my presence, man. I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
Damn.
Like,
Straight
open
up.
hand. I'm gonna smack the shit out of you, man. Don't you ever say that shit in my presence, man. No. Ain't no nigga card. No, fuck that. I will smack the shit out of you.
Damn.
And I'll deal with the consequences later.
We
Do
ain't gonna
not
be civil about this.
No. I don't care who your uncle was. I don't care who you grew up with. So here's my question, and this is what I challenged her with.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, as a white person, why do you want to say it?
I never understood that desire to want to say it so badly.
Like,
because it's nothing nice.
My thing is like,
It's nothing
even
nice.
if black people have made it cool, like, to do this thing amongst one another, like, my thing is like, don't you feel like you've colonized enough? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
we can't have
shit.
nothing.
We can't have shit. Like, goddamn, we took the one thing that actually was meant for evil, and we done made it as this cool thing amongst each other. And you want that too? Like, shit. Like, goddamn, we can't have nothing to ourselves. Like, goddamn, you haven't colonized enough.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
You're right. I never understood that.
Why do you want to? Why do you want to?
I've never understood that.
Why? Like, really? Like, why?
The often response is, well, y'all say it.
No, but that's not what I asked.
Right?
Why do you want to say
That's not
it?
an answer. Just because
That's not an answer to that question. Why do you want to say it?
Well, then there's argument. Well, you can't ban a word.
You're right, but you're still not answering the question. You're absolutely
Why
right.
do you want to say it?
And you can't stop me from smacking the shit out of you if you say it. Like, so, I'm saying you're right. You are absolutely right. You have freedom of speech. You are allowed to say whatever the fuck you want to say. Yeah. And I'm able to slap the shit out of you when you say it. Yeah. So, because there's consequences with your freedom of speech.
Yeah. It's like, I guess it's like watching kids playing in the playground and you can't play. You're like, well, I want to play too. I want to play in the playground.
Is that what this is?
That's what I would assume and think. Because if you see everybody having fun and you're like,
but everybody ain't having fun. It's just black people.
I want to be a part of it.
You want to be black? Is that it? Okay, well, take my struggle too. Get rid of all of your privilege and take on this struggle. If that's what you want.
I don't want that.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Well, then you don't want to use the N-word.
You don't get that luxury.
No, you don't get the luxury of holding on to your privilege while like just taking all the cool shit that come with being black. Like, no, man.
Let's swap resources.
Like, let's swap. Yeah, let's change. You think black people don't want to have privilege? We do. We do. We would love to have privilege. We would love to have that. Like, so if you would like to, I'll give you this N-word. Give me your privilege. Let's switch. Like, oh, okay. Like,
trade lives.
Let's trade. I don't want to trade lives. I'm saying, give me your privilege.
Give me all your privilege. You can have.
Give me your resources.
Give me all your
that. Like, you can take that word. Take it.
I get all that for this word. Right? You want it that bad?
I'm saying, I just don't understand. Like, why? Why do you want to say that? Like,
being black is cool.
Okay, well then be black.
But take all what comes with it.
But take everything that comes with it.
Don't pick and choose.
Don't pick and choose. Like, take that fear that comes with driving at night in a neighborhood that you're unfamiliar with. Take that too. Take the can't walk around in the store without being followed. Take that. Take that with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be cool like black people, then take everything that comes with that.
Feel that anxiety when the cops behind you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, take all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. And then the others, man, I just really feel like you've colonized enough.
Right.
You know?
Don't you got it all?
Don't you have enough? You have a government that, like, you have an entire system, policy. Like, you don't think you have enough? Like,
damn.
I don't know.
That would be a question to white people. Why do you want to say
what? Why? For what? For what? You don't feel like you have enough?
I don't want to be excluded. I want to be part of it.
We'll be a part of it. Be a part of all of it.
Take
all
it
of it. Cool. Be a part of all of
We
it.
ain't doing the stick in the hand and the cookie jar thing.
Be a part of
Those
all of it.
clothes are cool. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that.
You can't cherry pick the black experience. If you want the black experience, take the black experience. All of it.
Damn.
Don't just pick the parts that you like.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
I did. You would consider yourself high value man, yes? You want to get into it? Talking to the ladies now.
Sure. Sure.
Let's say
Okay.
6 foot.
Okay.
He's 6'1", yeah? 6 foot even? 6'1"?
I'm like 6'1". I'm closer to 6'1".
6'1", dressed, making the money, handsome. Aesthetically, you meet everything a woman wants. You got the checklist and some. Charismatic, know how to carry yourself.
I know where this is going. Come on with it, because I ain't scared of y'all. I ain't scared of y'all. Come on with it, man.
Oh, you are the quintessential man that woman described. Day one, man of God. You're a leader. We're going to talk about masculinity in a second. You're masculine, man. You're not a pushover. You ain't no simp. Stand on your square. Man's man. I'm trying to be careful. There is a large group of women who want men of your caliber as such. They call them high value men, which you fit in that category, which you've built yourself up to.
I've had a lot of help.
You had a lot of help.
I've had a lot of help.
It wasn't always this.
I did not build myself. I'm not self-made.
Yes. You're not self-made. You won't take that much credit.
No, I'm not self-made.
You've had help to become the high value man you become.
Absolutely.
Okay. Respect that. That's good. But nonetheless, you put in the work to become that.
Yeah.
You didn't just sit on the couch and expect shit.
Yeah.
You put in the work.
Yeah.
You are a high sought out after individual.
Okay.
Not saying you in particular, but a man of those things that we just went down. That's the man I want. Yeah, I want man. Can we say the same about the counterpart that is asking for such man of caliber? What I'm getting is that there are women who are asking for traditional men, but don't want to be traditional women. How do we make sense of this?
Okay. I'm going to give you my perspective. And I'm going to let people do whatever they will with my perspective. Okay. So hear me out, because you're probably going to be very much so unprepared for my response to this.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
You want to take us for a loop here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening. Let me take a sip of the undisclosed liquor.
I think that in 2024, there should not be any traditional anything. I hate you. I can't stand you. Okay.
Whoa! Say that again.
I think in 2024,
yes,
there should be no traditional anything.
Please.
Especially as it relates to defining a man or a woman.
Would you consider yourself a traditional man?
I would consider myself...
Should I look up definition?
I consider myself a modern man.
Modern man?
Modern.
Really?
That's how I view myself. I do not view myself as a traditional man. I think that I have the qualities of a traditional man.
I would say...
And I also have the qualities... I have other qualities that aren't as traditional.
Really?
Yes. Like, I'll give you an example.
As long as I've known you, Jay,
and I'll tell you,
this is shocking to me.
No, I'll tell you how I fit the mold of a traditional man.
Please. That I understand. The modern man part is throwing me off.
I am self-made in that sense of the way people talk about it.
Yes.
Even though no one is self-made. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has help.
No one does it alone.
But in the sense of, you know what I'm saying, the aesthetic of what you talk about, I get it.
Yes.
So, and I fit that mold.
Yes,
I get
you
it.
do.
I am very well presented. I get that. I have a good job.
Yep.
I'm very well paid.
Yep.
I am a leader. I am looked at as a leader.
Big time.
I fit the physical aesthetic.
Yep.
I am tall.
Yep.
I'm athletic.
Yep.
I fit all of those traditional
Boxes are checking.
Yeah, I get that.
Hold on. Let me read the definition.
Mhm.
Traditional man, I'll let you get back.
Mhm.
So that people can follow conversation here.
Mhm.
A traditional man he is honest, ethical, and does the right thing even when it's challenged or unnoticed.
Okay, cool.
Traditional, that's the definition.
All right.
Go ahead. Finish.
But see, here's the thing. I don't think we define traditional man by that definition because that sounds like a modern man to me. Let me explain.
Okay. You fucking me up.
That sounds like a modern man. Please reread that. Reread
Yes.
that, please.
All right. I'm going to go back to the definition of what is a traditional man. A traditional man is honest, ethical, and does the right thing even when it's challenged or unnoticed.
Okay. That sounds modern to me.
There's another Western term.
Please.
Read that one.
Yeah.
Western concept of traditional meaning is that relies and sometimes over relies on stoicism, dominance, aggression, and competitive.
Got you. And that's the one that I think is more inclined
To
with
traditional.
Yes, with traditional Western civilization. I think that second one.
Okay.
The first one sounds a little more modern to me. And I'm gonna explain why.
Go.
So when we think of the traditional man, we think of the dominant, the aggressor, the person who takes control.
Yep.
I think in 2024, when resources are different, when the access to these resources are completely different, and the outlook, and you have all this different variety, I don't think any one person should just be just any one thing. And I'll say this to challenge men in this. Like, I don't think that in today's day and age, we should just be dominant. I think we should also be submissive.
I agree.
I think that we should also, in addition to being having a sense of control, we should also have be really good followers. I think that in addition to being a provider, we should be emotionally intelligent. Like, so I think there's this, we have more access now to all these different things to be a more holistic person.
There's more information out there.
There's more access to it. I think in the 50s, 60s, that made a ton of sense because that was a period where women had to be pigeonholed into one thing. So men had to be pigeonholed into one thing because the access just wasn't there.
Got you.
Men had to do this. Women had to do this. They didn't have no other option.
Yes.
In 2024, we got options.
We don't have to do anything.
We do not have to do that. We don't have to just be just any one thing. Women they can go and like change the world. You're the woman that's a vice president. Like you can go out and make your own money. Like women can be providers. Women can do all these things. Like so a man doesn't have to be pigeonholed to just one thing in the same way a woman doesn't have to be pigeonholed to just one thing. So if you're asking me,
yes, you're a modern man.
I'm a modern man. Like I am.
You're not just this dominant figure.
Am I a provider? Yes. But am I also emotionally intelligent and can have an eloquent conversation that actually leads to actual progress and actual healing? Yes. Yeah. I'm not just go to work, bring money, and then rinse and repeat. I'm also, hey, let's sit down and let's talk about this plan for our future and for our lives. I'm also that. I'm also a very, I feel, and I want to talk about what I feel. And I want to unpack this thing, and I want you to understand where I'm coming from.
You can be soft with her.
I can be soft. Like, I don't have to just be this stoic person that like doesn't understand the concept of listening and actual communication.
It's not just, well, I'm paying all the bills, bitch, so shut up, why are you complaining for?
It's not that. Like, so again, if you're asking me, I want to emphasize that.
Because there's going to be a lot of people that disagree.
Which is fine. If you want to be a traditional man, good. I hope to God you find a traditional woman who fits that because there is always someone for any aesthetic. And I genuinely believe that.
Wow.
I'm just saying, I'm not that. If you're expecting me to just fit these few buckets, then you're looking for the wrong guy.
God damn.
Because I fit all of them.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I want to be heard. I want to hear you. I want us to feel together. I want us to experience together.
It's my way.
No, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your opinion. I want to take what you have to say seriously. I want to be the king of my throne, but my queen should be able to lead as well. Like, I'm convinced that as a king, I should not always have to stand up off my throne. Sometimes I should be able to just sit down and let the queen do her thing.
Woo. Wow.
And if I need to get up, I will get up.
Right.
But if I don't need to get up, girl, you got it. Do you?
Respect. There's nothing wrong. As you see it, there's nothing wrong with allowing women to lead.
There's nothing wrong with allowing a woman. Man, dude, the capability of women, like we was talking about it earlier, these strong Black women, like, dude, they're so capable. They're capable of so much more than us. Like, I always align it to the chessboard. While the king might be the most important position on the board, who's the most powerful? It's the queen. The queen is the most powerful piece on the board. Like, so why would I not utilize her to the fullest of her capabilities?
You don't assert your dominance
I
over
don't
that.
have to assert my dominance over that. What? I become more dominant by allowing her to dominate. What? I'm able to tap into the fullest of my capacity when I let her do her thing. What? Man, come on, man. Like,
all the traditional stuff.
Listen, man, y'all can keep it. Like,
you're not supposed to rule with an iron fist. God damn it.
Listen, man.
In my house, my laws, my rules.
Now,
everybody shut the fuck up.
Now, I will say this. And
roof over your head, ain't it?
Listen.
Bills paid, ain't it?
Here's my
food in the fridge, ain't it?
Here's my like here's my caveat to that. In my house, it is my rules. But I do not rule with an iron fist.
Others can be heard.
I rule with grace and with mercy. But understand, my house, my rules.
That's still.
But this will be done with grace and with mercy.
Of course.
Because I'm willing to listen and say, you know what? That was a better idea. Okay. And I need to add that to my rules. Because like I said, my house, my rules. And I'm cool with adding whatever you say that is of value to my rules and into my house. Because I'm still the king. Don't get it twisted. Please don't get it twisted. Like, and I don't have to exert any sort of physical force to show you. I don't have to put on no kind of show to show you that I'm the king. Nah, I'm the king.
Yeah.
And you'll know.
Damn.
You'll know.
You'll know. Well, you know. That's how you see it.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Do you think most men look at it that way, though? Because you just fucked me up with that.
No, I don't.
That's the first time I heard a man break it down like that. Modern, but yet still have elements of traditionalism.
Absolutely. I think we all should have those elements.
It's not just one.
But it's not just that.
Just that. Yeah.
Especially now.
When we have to incorporate it all.
Yeah.
To have a healthy, fruitful life with the person and all that. I see what yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Because women aren't just one thing. Yeah. Not anymore.
We don't just reduce them to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want her to have just as much as...
I want my woman to be able to be her whole self.
Yes.
All of it. I have found, and this is even in failure of relationships, that when I am able to push a woman into being her whole self, that's when she submits.
That's it. I've heard women say this.
And that's the key. That's the key. Like, and like, really, a lot of that is just staying the fuck out of her way.
Right.
A lot of that really is just that. Just staying out of her way. It's encouraging, like, boo, you got that?
Yeah.
Like, girl, you got this, girl.
Yeah. Don't be trying to
like, listen, hey, give me a kiss. You got this.
Yeah. Don't try to dictate her moves. Tell her
Nope.
what she can and can't do.
Nope.
And let her be great.
Let her go out. She won't go out where girls go.
Ha!
Go. Girl, oh, you wearing it? Girl, you look good. Come here, give me a kiss. Because guess what she think about that whole time when she out?
Oh, man.
She be back.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of here, girls. Oh, girls. Like, I know you be back.
Because I'm the king. Because I'm the king. And you know what throne you sit on. See what I did? You see what I did?
I love it.
You see what I did there?
Right. You know ain't shit out there for you. Bring your ass back. Ain't nothing out there that's gonna replace this.
There's nothing out there. But go.
I'll let you go. Got some orders. Let me know what you find.
Listen, man, I was actually just having a conversation
Holy
about
shit.
a woman specifically about
That's
this.
ill.
Not like
That's ill.
and like, 'cause I love talking to women who like try to convince me that they are like, oh, I'm dominant and I used to like doing things my way and you know having to do it on my own, and so like I just want, you know, because I'm been independent, I want to be independent, and my response is always the same: I'm not gonna stop you.
Ha.
I'm not gonna stop you. I was like, not only will I not stop you, I'm gonna watch you struggle.
Damn.
Yep.
Let you bump your head.
I'm gonna let you do it as much as you would like. Because guess what? Eventually, you're gonna say, I need his help. And realize that I can do that shit better than you.
I need a man to lead.
And the moment you allow me to lead, guess what I'm gonna do?
Better to lead.
I'm gonna lead.
And you're gonna realize this is with the program you need to be on.
This is the program you need to be on. But I'm not gonna get in your way. I'm not gonna force you to listen. You can't and submit. I know people take that word submit like it's just
that's
this
a
really.
trigger word for
It'd be a
everybody.
trigger word.
What you mean?
Like
submit?
so, I haven't found a better word. Like
That's what it is.
but that's really what it is.
Oh.
Like I don't have a better word. Like, but I do understand that it is a trigger word for people.
Yeah.
Like, and it can get like nasty when you use that word. So I get it.
Yeah.
Like,
let
and-
someone else lead.
so I try not to use it too much.
Yeah.
But I'll say like, man, listen. Women have to submit willingly. You cannot force them to do things that they do not want to on their own do. But the thing is, if you give them enough space, if you give them enough time, if you give them enough love, and if you give them enough trust, they always come back.
They always come
Always.
back.
They're like puppies.
Like puppies.
They always do.
They always come back.
They know where home is.
Yeah. Yes.
You know where home is.
Everything is provided for me there.
Yeah. You'll be back. Respectfully. And I mean that respectfully.
Right,
Like, not on some like trying to like diminish who women are. Like, but no, for real, like if you provide home and if you provide structure and if you provide safety and like them to be able to be their whole selves, dog, they not straying too far from that. They might want to go out on the porch just to see what outside look like, but they ain't leaving home. I'm sorry. Like, but that's the responsibility of man to provide that first.
Yes.
We have to provide that. We have to create that. Like, and if we don't, then now you're giving them reason to feel like, oh, I got to figure this thing out on my own. And that was a lot of the mistakes I made in previous relationships, where I wasn't creating a structure where
a woman
where a
could
woman
give you that,
where a woman felt
side of it.
safe to give me that side.
Yes.
Like so.
Yeah.
So that's absolutely on us to create that first and to like build that foundation where they feel safe to do that.
100%.
But my thing is, if you're doing everything you're supposed to do as a man and you've built that and you know you did that shit, no, you gotta let them bump their head. Let them.
Yeah.
Just like you would a baby.
Yeah.
Let them bump their head. Let them.
Yeah.
Do not. You don't need to raise your voice.
Yeah.
You don't need to say, "Oh my God!" Like you just gotta be. No, you ain't gotta do that shit.
Right.
Do it.
You'll find out the stove is
You
hot.
gonna find-
Go ahead, keep touching it. I told you, okay.
You'll see it on your own.
I love it. Would you say there are women who are ready for that type of man.
Yes. All of them are.
They're ready.
Yes. Doesn't mean that they're ready to like be, doesn't mean all of them feel safe to be submissive.
That means they're not ready.
Or to give, no, it does not mean that they're not ready.
Because if you
no,
provided everything.
It does not mean, I disagree. I disagree with that.
Go ahead.
Because then it suggests that men aren't leading. Then it suggests that women have to become something first before men are doing it and before men are creating it. And I'm not a fan of that. I believe as a man, it is my responsibility to create that first.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
So like, I'm not passing that baton to women to like become this submissive thing before I become the leader.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
The woman has to see it to become it.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So the question was, are women ready to be that? And the answer is yes. The answer to that question is yes. The better question is, are men ready? Are they in a place where they have created this structure where women can be that? Is the better question. Is a much better question.
Damn. Are we out here putting in the work, fellas?
That's the real question. And I'm not saying like, are we like, I mean like dude, like you want this woman to be a wife, like what home are you putting her in?
Yeah.
Like what generational wealth are you creating for these children that you plan on procreating with this woman? Or y'all gonna be living paycheck to paycheck? What are you doing to provide that level of safety and comfort for her? What are you doing? And my thing is, this is all shit that we as men can do before the woman ever arrives.
Right. Yeah.
All the shit that we're asking women to do requires us to be present.
Facts. Yeah.
So for the life of me, I don't understand why we're asking women to become something before we become what we're supposed to become.
It makes no sense to you.
It doesn't make sense. We can do our shit without them.
Yeah.
They need us to do their shit. All the shit that we're asking of them, they need us in order to do it. All the shit that they're asking us to do, we can literally do without them.
We can build without them.
Yes.
By the time they come here, building is already done.
Yes.
Built it, done.
Structure, this like this place that's safe. We can do all that shit before you get here.
Yeah. Yep. And you walk into a ready-made structure.
And structure doesn't mean physical, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a building.
Physical place. It means like, have I done the work on me?
Yes. Yes.
Am I operating in my whole self? Like, am I, you know what I'm saying, able to be emotionally intelligent? Am I spiritually inclined? Like, am I spiritually centered? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do I have all the things that I'm supposed to have? Like, am I financially stable? Like, which matters. We can't act like that shit don't matter because it does.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Yeah. That's all things men could work on.
Before.
Prior to getting a relationship.
That's all the things that men can work on before she's there. Yes.
Well. Woo. Boy, oh boy. We need to make it a whole 50-50 conversation. You know, that's a whole thing out there.
Not a fan.
Not a fan of it.
Not a fan.
Well, I don't want a man I gotta go 50-50 with. Well, if you wanted to be with me, you wouldn't mind going 50-50, splitting the bills and everything. How are we supposed to get somewhere if you can't go 50-50 with me, baby? So I'm supposed to do everything, huh? I'm supposed to pay all the bills. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to pay for that. I'm supposed to pay for this. What you gonna do? What you bring to the table? That's the thing they asking what women bring to the table. What do you bring to the table, lady? I'm shelving out the pocket. You don't want to go 50-50 on nothing. Mm-hmm. And women stand on it. Nope. I ain't going 50-50 with your ass on shit. Mm-hmm. And men like, well, fuck you. They gold diggers. I told you that's all they want is men for the whole argument is like there's a large group of men saying all women want is men for the money and nothing else. Y'all just looking for a sponsor. Y'all just want someone to sponsor y'all life. And women are like, well, y'all ain't got shit to offer. Y'all ain't. What I'm going to be submissive to? What we going to? You want me to work? Go 50-50 with you. And I got to have your babies, got to have your kids, got to do all this. But the 50-50 conversation is one of those big hot topics. He said, not a fan of it. A man, 100%. Take it all. That's your position.
What do you mean?
So you're not with it, the 50-50.
I'm not a fan of 50-50.
Man should bear it all.
I'm a fan of 100-100.
Oh. Goddamn. Break it down for us. 100.
So I guess when we talk about 50-50, I guess we're talking about finances.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
I guess that's the premise of it. If I have chosen to be with you, if I have chosen to build a life with you, and this is from both perspectives, you're gonna have to present me with some simple logic. Give me a simple answer. Because if I have made a decision that I'm going to build this life with you, explain to me how 50-50 is feasible.
How's it feasible
that you're only giving half? How is that feasible?
That suggests or shows that neither one of us is in 100%.
Exactly. And that's my issue with that. I want to be in 100%, meaning whatever I have, you have access to. If I'm choosing to build with you.
Yeah.
And if you're choosing to build with me, meaning like what this now means, now that I've made this decision, if you are unwilling to match my 100, then you're right. This isn't going to work. You want all of me? Cool. I want all of you.
Well, I don't know about that, John. I mean,
fine. That's perfectly fine.
You can go.
Move out the way. I'm sure there's someone who would like all of me. Respectfully. Like, no, sorry. You're ruining the view of the people.
You're ruining the view. The people who would like to give
the people who would like to do this. But no, like I'll give everything.
Each party should give 100.
Yeah.
Like this 50-50 shit. Well, you bring half, that makes us 100, right?
Because here's the issue with that. It is what it suggests if you're splitting everything down the middle, where it just becomes too complicated too fast. Because what if one person makes more money than the other?
Yeah, you got that. Earnings are different.
Yeah. Earnings would be different. And like, so you telling me this person should have to essentially pay out more?
Yeah.
And then have less on the back end just because they earn less than you? Yeah. Is that your idea of 50-50?
Yeah. Because if someone who makes 70K versus someone who makes 40K, their 50 looks different than your 50.
It just looks different.
Yeah. And someone's always going to have the shorter end of the stick.
Someone's always going to get shorter end of the stick. But if everyone's giving 100%,
there's no short end.
There's no short end. There's never a short end.
We both in 100 and 100.
We both all in this.
So this 50-50 argument is dead.
It's just stupid. Like, but listen, if y'all don't like each other, just say that. I'm sorry, because I've never not liked anyone that I didn't give 100% to.
You gave you all.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, like really think about that. If you liked the person, did you not give all to them?
Yeah.
So then what are we talking about?
Yeah, you give it. If you're in it, you're in it.
What are we talking about then?
Yeah, because
like,
if I'm committed to you and I'm telling you I'm committed to you, oh, you getting 100%.
I'm saying the 50-50 conversation is for people who don't like each other. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. It really is, man. Like, because if I like you, man, yeah, I'm picking up this $180 dinner tab. If I'm feeling you. Yeah, I'm picking this shit up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm picking this up. Because I like you.
Yes.
Like, what are we talking about?
That's not a problem.
Like, do I like you? Like, I mean, that's the premise of all this, right? Like, are men are liking women and women are liking men, right? Yes. That's just so I'm clear.
Yes.
So, what's the problem? What's the issue?
50 people who don't like each other.
It's for people who don't like each other.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry. It's either for people who don't like each other or people who don't belong in that financial class. Meaning you doing things outside of your class.
Living beyond your means.
Yeah. Like, so Like, oh, okay, then that's on you to make some wiser, more prudent decisions. But if all things equal, do I like you or not?
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, fact is, like, I've been to some expensive places, like, and if I liked them, if I was feeling them, I'm picking up that tab. I am picking that motherfucker up so fast. I'm not even letting you touch that. What?
Your purse away.
About?
Why are you thinking of your purse?
Like, man, I will push that motherfucker off the tab. That shit out my face, man. Should you ever disrespect me like this? Don't you ever
pull out that shit in front of me?
But also in the back of my mind, I'm like, nah, she a real one. Because she's like,
I like that.
I like that. I like that, but also,
you ain't got
fuck that. Don't do that shit. Don't you ever disrespect me like that ever again in your life.
Right.
Like, but at the same time,
that showed me a character.
That shows me, like, nah, like, cause I know as a woman, you want me to pick that up, but as a man, also, I want you to be all in too.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, I want you to be all in.
Yeah.
But man, what are we talking about? 50-50? Man, that's just people who don't like each other. If you just don't like them, just say that.
Yeah.
Nah, if you bad and I'm feeling you, listen, man, I don't care what nobody say, man. It just in my experience of like now living in this world where I'm making way more money now. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to like really nice restaurants.
You a high value man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm seeing different things. I'm seeing different people. Listen, man, I want to like, this is free game. If you got it, this is a free game. Oh, man, listen, man. Ain't nothing sexier for a woman than a man who would just pick up the check with no problems.
No hesitation.
No hesitation.
Slap the card down. Foul!
Now, some women are used to that shit.
Right.
Meaning, like, they used to that shit and it's just normal for them. So, like, whatever. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, if a woman is feeling you, I mean, really feeling you, and you pick up that shit without hesitation.
Green flag all day.
What? She already thinking of ways to give that shit up to you. What?
Picking up the tab.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. When I pick up the tab, like, to me, it's natural just to pick it up, boom, boom, boom. I don't even think about it. It's all in the conversation. Yeah. Like, yeah. And we like, and I'm don't lose a moment of that. Not breaking eye contact.
One motion.
And listen, man. There's a part of me that's like I have no expectation of it, but I know, man, I'm about to smash tonight. Like, cause I just be I know that this. I know you saw me just do that. I know that did something for like.
Oh, the night ain't ending here.
Listen. Just tell me how you like your eggs, man. Oh, man. Just tell me.
Oh, shit.
Listen, man.
That's it.
Hey, man. I said what I said, man.
Now she done fell in love.
Baby. Baby.
Oh, shit. All right.
But again, that's also you got to be in that class to do that. If you're not in that class, you can't do that. Like, it's levels to this shit.
There you go.
If you ain't there, then don't do that. Go somewhere where you can do that shit at. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like,
everybody can't play the big
Everybody
leagues.
can't play in that game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's okay. And that's okay.
Play in your league.
Play in your league. But if you can,
you the star of the G League.
Be the star, man.
Be the star of the G League.
Listen, man. Be the MVP in your role, man. Be the star in your role, man. What? Yes, man.
Oh, I love it. Woo! Man, oh man. Have we failed the next generation of men? Me and your generation. Because I've been thinking about this. The Gen Z fellas. Young generation that's coming up under us. Because I've been looking at generations of how generations have changed. And there's just a lot of talk about how the generation before failed us. And I wonder, I'm like, are we doing that to the generation under, are we doing that too? You know, like your position is different because you're doing work in and out of the education system. So you're actively combating that, obviously. So I'm not talking about you per se, but as a whole, I look at our generation as men. Are we failing them? Are we giving them really the game, the tools, the navigation to point them and guide them, not tell them what to be or how to be, but are we like tapping in with them like
I think yes and no. I'll say this.
So we're not failing them?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
So I challenge people.
We are.
I challenge people.
I think we're failing them
on that thought when so I heard Giannis say something, and while as a competitor, I understand the alternative to this, but what he said was really real. When after they lost in the first round, he talked about how a reporter asked him, "Is this a failure?" Asked him, "Is this a failure?" Like
him being in the NBA.
Like when they lost in the first round.
Lost. Oh, okay. That
like it's not going to the championship and winning it. Is that considered as a failure?
Yeah.
And his response to that was, he talked about how Michael Jordan was in the league for 15, 16 years and he only won 6 championships. He's like, so are you telling me that Jordan failed 10 times? Is that what you're telling me? Even though no one considers Jordan a failure.
Right.
No one.
Right.
I see it kind of similar in this way. Like, whereas is everything always just going to be this perfect end to the story? No, it's not. Doesn't necessarily mean we're failing them. It just means that maybe this thing didn't work out. So we keep at it. We go back to the lab and we say, okay, maybe we did this thing wrong. And we adjust. But I only equate failure with not trying.
Okay.
And I just don't believe that people are just not trying. I don't believe that. So
you wouldn't say it's a failure.
I wouldn't call it failure.
I'm on the other end of it. It's because it's weird because like when I talk to these young guys and I have young dudes on the pod, dudes in their 20s and everything, and I talk to them like before, after the pod, during the pod, or if I'm out and about or whatever. Like, and they tell me like we don't feel like we could. We watched y'all and we watched y'all fail, so we feel like there's nothing y'all can give us. We'll rather figure it out on our own. So why would I listen to you and I seen you fail?
I love that you brought that up. I've been thinking about this.
They don't feel like we done shit for them us to give them game.
Okay.
They're like, why would I fucking listen to you?
And here's how I would challenge them.
They're like, you old, you washed.
You
not tapped into the youth.
Here's my challenge to them.
Okay.
Or if they're listening, this is my challenge.
How do you bridge the gap?
How do you define experience? What is experience?
You've done something for a number of
You've done something for an amount of time. Does that mean that you were always successful at it?
Not at all.
No.
But you experienced.
Even when you failed. So how are you telling me I have nothing to give? I have a lot to give. Whether I failed or whether I succeeded.
Yeah.
The fact is I have experience.
Yeah.
Experience is not contingent upon winning or losing.
You know these young bucks.
It's contingent upon doing. And that's it.
They look at it as only winning. I want to win. I want the money.
And that's cool, but you're also wrong in that opinion, which is cool. Yeah. If you don't want my take, if you don't want my perspective, then just say that. But don't tell me I don't have anything to give.
Because I wasn't successful at it.
Because I just wasn't successful. Because that is experience I can give you. I can tell you what not to do.
Right. You ain't
and I can give you, I'm saying I can give you a very clear path on like, hey, this ain't the move. Now, some old heads are like just haters. Yeah. Like, and I've found that in some of the things that I've tried to create where when you involve the wrong people in it, they will take your vision and try to reimagine your vision through the lens of their incapabilities. Like, and that's not very fair to your vision, because sometimes your vision might be as big as an entire state, but they can't think beyond the city. Like, so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to be really careful. I feel them on that.
Yeah.
You got to be careful about who you bring into that conversation when you talking about vision casting and like wanting to do, hey, I got this idea and I want to do this. Like, and I'm trying to like, I would love some old heads. Man, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Like, so I remember like something I'm doing with this like leadership seminar that I'm working on. Working on for my capstone. I want to do like a tournament. I want to have like an NCAA tournament in Columbus because there isn't one.
Oh, okay.
I want it, or NCAA, a registered NCAA tournament. Nice. Where like recruiters can come specifically to Columbus. Oh wow. That's what I'm working on for my capstone. Fire. That's gonna be my thing.
Let's go.
And so I'm telling people about it, and the first thing he says to me is, well, you know, we gotta have it set up where they can bus to these certain places, so you're only gonna have to be able to do it in these small schools. And I was like, no, I want the big schools. I want the big spots. That's what I want. And he was like, well, no, well, you can't. I was like, no, you can't. I can, and I'm going to. And that's when I learned all vision ain't meant for everyone.
There you go.
Like, so I feel young cats on some level. Right. I really do.
Yeah, you get where they're coming from.
I get where you're coming from. Like, so, but no, find the right people. Find the right people who can tap into it. And even if they can't do it, can't give you the information you look for, they'll at least connect you to the right people.
There you go.
But because if you connect your vision to the wrong people or your ideas to the wrong people, they will filter your idea through their incapabilities. You do not want that. Yeah. Like, and they'll try to like, and your big idea will become this very small thing because that's as far as their mind can take it. Yeah. So I feel them, but at the same time, I would challenge them in the sense of like, hey, what is experience to you? Because experience is not dependent upon winning or success. Like, it really isn't. Experience is experience. It's just that. It's just experience. Did you do it or not? Right. Did you try or not? Right. That's experience. If you tried it, then guess what? Your experience. Right. You did it. Like you did it. Like whether you failed or not. Like that's like you telling me that a person who was married and then got divorced, they're now somehow unqualified to give you advice on relationships. Yeah. Like, but no, they're very much so qualified. I want to talk to that person. Right, I want to talk to them. Yeah, like okay, so you know how to avoid that. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like no, like so I would challenge them in that. Like, hey, maybe we rethink what experience is. Yeah. Like, but at the same time saying, no, I feel you. Be careful. Yeah. You don't want to give this to the wrong person. Yeah. Because the wrong person will like absolutely crush your shit. And then you have that perception. Man, they don't want to listen. Yep. There you go. They outdated. Yeah. They old. Yeah. So that's my take on it. Okay. Yeah, that's my take on it. All right. Let's wrap it up with the Dapper brand. Fella brand. Dapper Fella brand. Dapper Fella brand. Let's talk about it. All right, man. This is the moment they all been waiting for. By the way, if y'all still listening this long, man, salute to you. Salute to you, man. This is a long one. We've been at this for a little while. Yeah, this is a long one. I got my editing cut out for me. I'll probably make this a two-parter because, woo, like part one and the part two. We'll see how I feel when I'm editing it. All right, Dapper Fella brand. I have a behind-the-scenes knowledge of it. But tell the people, explain to us what this whole Dapper Fella brand is. How did you come up with it? The whole from A to Z. Yeah. Break it down to the people. So the Dapper Fella brand really is me. It really is like, this is like actually who I am. Right. It wasn't just something I like cooked up one night. Like I was like, I didn't even cook up the name. Like a student gave me the name. Like this is just like kind of a culmination of me being exactly who the hell I am. Yes. Like, so basically the premise behind it is, looking, feeling, and being the best version of yourself.
Looking and feeling, being the best version of yourself.
Yes, that's really the premise behind it. Because again, my Dapper fella might not be Jay Brody's Dapper fella. Jay Brody's Dapper fella might not be Jay Al's Dapper fella. Like, so it comes in its own facet. It's
not an archetype of a
right. It's not an archetype. Like now I will say what ends up coming of it because I literally am the Dapper fella. Like, so when I say it, people immediately assume, hey, I want to look like you, which is cool. Yeah. I can do that. I can absolutely make that happen for you. I can make it, and I can make it work for you. Yeah. But if you do not have the embodiment of who Dapper fella is, like, and what Dapper fella is, I can put as much makeup on you as you want. It's still a pig. Yeah. It's still a pig. Yeah. So
wear the costume.
So it really is a mindset, like, of, again, looking, feeling, being the best version of yourself. Yeah. Like that level of presentation, that level of commandment in a room. Like, so that's what it's about. Like, that really is the premise behind the entire thing. Like, so we're coming up on prom season. So a lot of calls are coming in, like, you know, people wanting to be styled, like, for prom season. I have a lot of dope ideas for prom season. As you can see, this is something that
those who watch it
like,
on YouTube,
like,
yeah. When we setting this up, we was texting. He's like, "How should I dress?" And like, by the way, this is the only guest that always asks that. Yo, how should I dress? That's how you know he's a different man. He's like, "Well, we talk about Dapper fella,
right?
Man.
What we talk about? Well, I need to be Dapper. I gotta dress the part.
Yeah, right. Because you know we talking sports and shit. Like, I'll just come.
Right, if we just shooting the shit. Then, all right.
But if you want to talk about the fella brand, all right. Okay.
But yeah, man, like, so, man, it's really the embodiment. It's the entire thing. It's the holistic presence of it. Like, being, like, really, like, the biggest thing that I've evolved into the full understanding of with Dapper fella is the commandment of a room. Like, walk into the room and treating it like it's yours, regardless of where you are. Doesn't matter where you are. You're Dapper fella, so it's yours. Does not matter. Like,
man in the room.
Yes. Like, I remember we talked about it last time, where, like, man, here's the main thing that I will always challenge people to consider. Like, because again, first impression is everything.
Yeah, you did say that.
The first impression is everything, man. Like, so let's consider all the things that you could be potentially missing out on, all because you're not presenting well. And think about all the things that I probably am getting that I probably wouldn't otherwise get because I present well.
Yeah. Presentation
is everything. It really is. Like, it really is. Because again, like,
fall into opportunities.
I'm just saying, because when you talk to people, you got to get their attention those first 2 to 5 seconds. And if I have your attention before I even open my mouth,
I just got to close the deal.
I just got to say something intelligent. Right. Say something intelligent.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. Okay. I like this guy.
Because the fact is, before I even opened my mouth, when I walked in the room, I had your attention.
For me to say something.
You were waiting for me to say something.
This guy got to say. He looked like somebody.
So that's what the Dapper fella is all about, man. That's what the brand is all about. Really building and developing that version of the young man, the modern man. The modern man who commands the room, you know, who isn't just one thing, who is all things for all people.
Hell, is this open to any race of man? Because we know somebody's watching.
Hey, man.
I had to do it.
I'm sure any man can be a Dapper.
It's just for black and brown people. They want to know.
I'm sure any man can be a Dapper fella.
Any man can be a Dapper fella.
Any man can be a Dapper fella.
Okay. I want to go somewhere, but I'm not.
But I will also say, I will always lean into my blackness, man.
Okay.
I will always lean into my blackness.
Always. You will never.
I would never not lean into my blackness. It does not mean that any man cannot be a Dapper fella, and I would help in any facet that I can, but I'm always going to lean into my blackness. Always.
Nice. I like that.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is, man. So like I was actually talking to somebody about this, like with the brand and what I want to do like next. Man, I really want to go get into like fragrance.
Fragrance.
I want my own perfume. I want my own cologne.
I thought you were going to say a line of Dapper Fella clothing, like a line of cologne.
See, that's too expected.
It's too expected.
Yeah, like
but that's what people.
I get it.
When people think of J. Al, Hicks, Jonathan, whatever, however you know him, people automatically like.
I get that.
That way that motherfucker dress. So to me, it would be a no-brainer. But I guess you're like, it's expected of me. I want to.
I want to go in a different direction, right?
I feel that. Fragrance.
Or maybe like if I did like some type of like clothing brand, I would maybe want to do like a partnership with a brand.
Not per se your own line.
Yeah, not necessarily my own line, but maybe my line that is in partnership with a line that's already established, type sort of thing.
Gotcha.
But I would love to have my own fragrance. I would love to like get in the lab and create something.
Like really hands on with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just slap your name on the product.
That is like probably more so going into 2025.
That's what you're looking to get into.
What I really want to, I want to get into it like now, and I want to have something in place by July of 25.
Holy shit!
That's like really like where my focus is.
Really?
Yeah.
The fragrance. Yeah. I wonder what that smell is going to smell like. What does a Dapper Fella smell like?
I mean, I think it can come in different. I think it can come in different like different facets. I don't think it has to. Again, it doesn't have to just be just one thing. Like, but yeah, I think it's about variety, and really like, and for people to find the Dapper Fella in them, depending on the scent. So like which version of like which like what does that mean to you? Like how does it speak to the Dapper Fella that's in you? Like which scent does that for you? Like, so get that one. Like, is it maybe this is the one that you'll wear on a date when you want to close a deal? Maybe this is the one that you might wear that's like at a professional place. Like so all of them doing something different, but at the same time allowing you to command the room. So
a fragrance that when you walk into that room, people smell, but it's also a fragrance that's suited for that particular occasion.
Absolutely.
That's fire.
Absolutely.
That's fire. Trying to press a lady.
You should probably go with this one. Yeah. Like, or maybe you like this one for that. Like,
you can interchange it.
You can interchange it like something that like.
So this can also become a collectibles too.
I would love to do
collector's edition.
The collection, the Dapper Fella collection.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I already know what I would want to call it.
You got the name already? Damn. You gonna hold that or you want to release it now?
No, I would name it after my grandfather. Yeah, like so I would do like different versions behind the name Arthur.
Kind of like how Shannon did with
and the, like so the theme would be write your own story.
It would be on the bottle.
That's write your own story.
Arthur, write your own story.
Because that's my grandfather's name. His name is Arthur, but you know what? Author.
Right. Yeah. Like
writes
play on words.
It's a play on words. Right?
I love. That's fire.
Like so, maybe do like Arthur Black, Arthur Ice. You know what I'm saying? Like all these different versions of it. Write your own story.
That's hard. That's hard. How many occasions can you think of?
I can think of a lot of occasions, man.
That's a lot of bottles.
I can think of a lot of occasions.
This collector's edition gonna be crazy.
But I mean, like,
you got to do the big three, right?
I want to do 3.
Weddings,
I want to start off with
dates,
3. Yeah.
And business.
I want to start off with 3 and then maybe work my way up from there. Like, but that's really what I want to do.
We'll break into that.
I want to break into that.
Fragrance collecting.
Yeah.
That's fire. Arthur, write your own story. Do you know what the bottle will look like? Is it going to be an oil rub or?
Oh, spray. For sure, spray. For sure, spray.
Get it here. You broke this down to me. How do you properly put on fragrance?
First,
you said here, then here.
Here. First off, is when you get out the shower.
Those are still spraying.
Let me look in the camera when I say this. You put on cologne or perfume when you get out of the shower, okay? Like no other time, okay? Let me, like, specifically then, because your pores are open, like that's when you want to put it on, because that's when the scent will last.
Aha.
Because you want your pores to be open.
Yes.
Specifically then.
Yes.
But boom, boom.
Neck, both sides of the neck.
Accent spots.
Left,
boom, boom.
right.
Boom, boom.
Yes.
Boom. And that's it.
Left, right, boom.
Boom. And then, like, so you get 1, 2 around and then walk into it.
Walk into it. Don't just let it fall.
Yeah.
And you good.
And you good. You should be straight.
Damn.
You should be straight.
Woo. Typically, what's the fragrance last scent? How long does it last typically? How many hours?
It depends. Like, so if you like are getting like a perfume, then 6 to 8 hours.
Now, does those last longer than the oils?
They typically do.
So yours would be the...
I want a perfume.
Yeah.
I would like a perfume. Yeah.
You said 6 to 8 hours?
6 to 8 hours.
Damn. You good for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. You can hit another spot. You like, I'm still good. I can go swing by shorty. I'm still feeling good. I just closed the deal. I'm feeling good. Right. I signed the contract and hit up shorty. What you doing, Bianca? Got that Dapper fella shit on. I got this Arthur on.
Right.
What you talking about, girl? Oh, man, that's dope. That would be fire. And of course, you can come back and promote that on here.
Of course, man. My plan is to come back.
Yeah, I'll sit this bottle here display.
I'm saying, of course, you know what I'm saying? I'll make sure you get the first collection of it, man. Like, of course, man.
Nice. Woo! All right, man. I've held you here long enough. This was a good long one here. Pause that.
Pause.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh, hey yo, man.
I did it to myself.
Hey yo.
God damn.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was.
Oh God.
Wow.
Oh God.
Now that part I should edit out. God damn.
Okay.
Woo, that was.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the worst one I ever done.
You're like, wait, yo.
That was the wow. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to wrap this up from that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm mad. I am saddened at myself. Jesus. And I said it slow too. Like you said it so
Hey yo. Hey yo.
Yo, JL, thank you for being the first guest in the new spot. This was dope, man. I'm glad we got to do it.
Yes, sir.
We hit on a lot. On a lot. Office shit. We'll see y'all in the next episode. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to Cloth Talk Podcast. Most and more importantly, follow my man JL here, right on. What is it again?
What?
Just spell your IG.
Oh, IG, yeah. IG, the _Dapper fella.
Follow him, tap in. And young men, if you need some game, if you need some guidance, if you need a positive male figure that you could if you want to run stuff by, if you got questions, if you need some game, boom. Mm-hmm. The source right there. You know, we don't
tap in with me, man.
Yeah,
like,
tap in.
IG, Twitter, tap in with me. Like open door policy with me. Like, no, I'm really big. I don't gatekeep information. So if I have it to give, it's yours.
There it is. Free game. All right, we out. Peace.